The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the Bigot Army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. He knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cuck Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Can I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, black jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh god, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drops, retard. Robocock.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好き。よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク。
Yo, get that shit out the intro. Let's get this shit. Just can't do nothing. I get shouted at one time.
Oh, I'm not on camera. Why am I not on camera? What the hell is going on here?
That's the
What is going on here?
I guess.
We're gonna have the hypnotic face reveal tonight. Here it comes.
Boom. It was all along. Shout out to all you guys. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Hypnosis. Episode 141, I believe. Shout out to all you guys, man. It's been a wild week, as it always is. Things are blowing up. Things are on fire, as always. And man, companies are getting caught stealing art. People are getting sued everywhere. It's just Asmongold's calling people bitches. I mean, I'm losing track at this point as what's happening. But shout out to Garrick Anderson for hanging out with us today, man. I'm happy to have you here finally with us, man. What's going on? Welcome.
Yo, what's up, fellas? Thanks for bringing me in, bro. I love this show, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be a proud member of the Bigot Army. Everybody in the chat's been giving love, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's get it cracking, man. I love the show.
Hell yeah, man. Happy to have you here.
Why can't more guests do intros like that? Sound all hype and silly. When you get John Freaky on here.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here.
Junk 3P always has that like intimidated sound. I don't know why. He always sounds intimidated. I don't know why. Speaking of intimidation,
how the fuck are y'all niggas just not starting?
Your smoke detector.
Nah,
is that your smoke detector?
No, you didn't hear no smoke detector go off over here. I'm sorry. Like, you can be quiet. And listen.
That's crazy, bro.
Just
Wow.
a precursor of what he just took care of. I mean, what?
No, ain't no smoke detector going off over here. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Bro told us backstage, yo, I got to run to the store real quick. And we know good goddamn well he wasn't buying batteries for that smoke detector. Like,
definitely not.
Hold on,
Definitely
real quick. We're not gonna roast Leon for his over-the-counter fucking reading glasses.
I think they look good.
I'm out of fucking contact. I can't. I've got to wait till a day off so I can go get a new eye exam. This is the best I can fucking do.
You're like Peter Parker with a wig and no powers.
Oh man.
God damn, so you look like Leon? That's crazy.
That's
you know
crazy,
what? I'll
man.
take that. Like, the greatest superhero of all time? Sure. It's better than
You're
getting
like-
fucking damp scrutinizer again.
This is ridiculous, bro. Shout out to you. All right, shout out to everybody. No, seriously, let's do our intros, man. And we're gonna start with Atreus. Take it away, man.
Nigga just put me on the spot. What up, gang? It's the Grift God here. I'm here to grift again. The grift never stops. Keep grifting. Just keep grifting. And yeah, I mean, welcome to Saturday Night Hypnosis.
Griff on.
Subscribe. No, I didn't want to start with the biggest member of our panel, man. He's just way too successful, so we gotta make sure we give him his.
So
he's got to be the last.
Lion.
No, definitely not the biggest in height. No. I'm sorry. Was that confusing? I'm sorry, Leon. I'm sorry. Never get confused. All right, Ryan.
Oh my God.
Ryan, take it away.
Folks,
Actually, wait, hold on. All right, now you can go.
Fuck you, bro.
Folks, I remember the good old days of this show. Do you remember the good old days of this show when there was only one of these guys here and not four of them? The great replacement is real, folks. It's happening.
All right,
Wow.
Vice, get the article ready.
Coming for you.
Vice, get the article ready and write it about Ryan Rogereth. You'll have a point.
Okay. They managed to get this guy from GTA 5. He's going to be in the next game as well. But hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Great to see you all watching today. Here's to a fantastic show where we tear Bungie a new one because they deserve it. And, well, Doom, repeating history once again.
Amongst other things, too. We're going to sneak in one or two more topics.
Oh,
Sheep.
Really?
Howdy. Sheep City in here. For those that have not been keeping up with my streams, you're fucking up. I just got out of prison because I ain't do shit wrong. Yeah, exactly. You ain't keeping up. I just got out of prison because I ain't do shit wrong.
No, he's not talking about the 13% of the population, Cassie. He's talking about in the game.
Oh shit. My bad.
You're not helping the racism allegations in the Hispanic community, Cassie. Like, what are you doing?
Girl, I got Puerto Rican privilege, man. Come on, dog.
Don't worry, Cassie. We'll back you up.
Don't be racist against me, all right? Because my skin is lighter than most. Come on, man.
Nobody likes light skins. We already know that.
Keep up.
Clearly, yeah.
Is that
Anyway,
a
Steve, go
Steak and
ahead.
Cheese sub? What the hell is Leon's profile? Anyway, sorry.
His vagina. I mean, what?
But yeah. For those that are wondering, go ahead and check out the streams. I keep them uploaded for people to watch whenever. And all this whole week has just been like kind of insane offline, at least because family is in town, and we just got like our whole lawn, just like all the dirt got pulled up, and we had to put more dirt down and regrass the whole bitch, and now we're moving bricks, and it's crazy.
Sounds like an average day in Mexico.
It's an average day in Mexico and Montana. In Mexico, like
makes sense.
We still got more work to do, but yeah, I took a break from that. We all took a break from that so I could stream and people eat and shit like that because people need to eat or whatever. That's about it. That's all I got for now.
Awesome. All right, the DA himself, man, Derek Anderson. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, where to find you. Your links are in the description, but you already know how it goes.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. Derek Anderson, the DA, man. It's been a wild ride just getting to this point, but I'm glad I'm here. Thank you for the invite. It's awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Agmar, I think it is.
Agmar.
Thank you very much, man. Hey, look, man, I'm just a guy talking shit about Hollywood. That's all it is, man. I talk shit about Hollywood. I have a great time. I have a lot of fun. And if you're into that, hey, come check out Derek Anderson, the DA. I do the nightcap every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. So it's late at night. All right, 10 p.m. on the West Coast. Kata is my homie. Kata, he comes on sometimes he don't. I send him invites all the time, and Kata be like, "Nah, I'm too big for you now, bro."
Nah, don't you do that. Don't you do
that.
that.
I'm too big for you now, man.
Details now.
Finally, somebody's honest about the Kata.
Hey, I gotta call it like I see it, bro.
He send me the invite. It'll be like 1:30 in the morning. He'll be like, yo, you want to come on? Because remember, he's on the West Coast.
What that mean?
Like, and I'm in the bed, holding sheets.
I was one of the first creators to platform Kata. I send him an invite now. He's like, dude, I'm too busy playing Doom Dark Ages, man.
Facts. Who the fuck are you? I don't know you no more, nigga. I don't know nothing about you. Yeah, I'm just
tell him.
Those words have never left my mouth ever. Okay,
tell him.
Never, ever.
Hey, yo, why leaves your mouth?
Hey, yo,
I'm in the bed. I be in the bed. I'm trying to grab some ass. I'm chilling.
He licking between toes, man. He too busy licking toes. So look,
I like how you didn't specify whether it's
all
male
good,
or female
Kata.
ass.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I
do my Sunday night. I used to do a stream at the exact same time as Hypnotic, and then I said, bruh, it's too much heat at this time of the day. Let me switch that shit to Sunday night. So I switched it to Sunday night. So I do a Sunday night at 8 p.m., kind of wrapping up the week. So that's a lot of fun. And then, like I said, I do Tuesdays, Thursdays on the nightcap. So come hang out. It's a lot of fun. I also jump on random streams, whoever's inviting me on. I'm glad to be there, man. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys making me a member of the Bigot Army. Thank you very much. Let's get it, man. I'm looking forward to the stream. It's a lot of fun, bro.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Speaking of a lot of fun, I guess, Smash JT.
Hey, yo, wait. Hey.
Yeah, that's wild.
Nah. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh no.
You look like the gayest person here, Atreus. Don't look like that.
Yo, that's crazy.
And Trey, for that, I would like to say, dude, thanks for taking the heat off me, brother.
I mean, he's not wearing assless chaps, at least, right?
I say that because Smash spent an entire 24 hours almost trying to convince everybody that he was the gamer that was having more fun because he's using a controller. That was his cope during that whole keyboard and mouse versus controller thing. So I just feel like, hey,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I ran a poll and 56% of my chat said
Why does
controller
that number
was...
keep changing? Last night was 54,
Yeah,
now it's 56.
Holy crap, something above 50%.
Smash,
hold
tell
Ah,
on.
them
okay,
what
okay,
you
okay.
really
What you're
feel.
saying
Come
is
on.
you
We
separated
know.
the casuals from the hardcore gamers.
Apparently.
Because anybody who
That's
plays Doom understands that it is
And
more of a
everyone's trying to
hardcore
dig
Players
game.
out there,
Here's,
apparently.
here's all I gotta say. I wish I went to Vegas to meet up with Kata to get his autograph when I could, because
Oh, man.
now,
Much better. Much better.
a year from now, he's gonna be still with Kai. He's gonna be like, sorry
Yeah.
guys, I don't really know you. I feel like
Hey,
I
a
don't know,
celebrity
it's
showed up at my
fuck
wedding.
you.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
even know
Neurotic
it.
was
You
there.
didn't
You're
even know
right.
it.
Yeah, he was
To
there.
be fair, Smash, as somebody that did hang out with Kata in Vegas, like I don't know if you could write his autograph, right? Because we go to the restaurant, he's like, "Who the fuck is this?" You know, it's all I'm trying to read the menu to him because he's illiterate and shit. Like, bro, it's alcohol flight. You get like 5 drinks. Like,
Yo,
Bro, a
so
man
flight
can't even
is
be
like
a man
it's
can't
re-
even be drunk anymore. Like that,
No.
that's crazy.
No.
He
That
can't-
fucking
was
CeeLo
2 in the
Creed
morning.
said the same thing, Kata.
It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
but
Shout
anyway,
out to you,
that's
Smash.
really all I got. Move on.
Thank you,
It's been a
sir.
long intro here.
Leon, take it away.
Yo, what up? Yep, Leon, Words of Paradise, been dropping some videos, new formats, been great. Apparently, I'm a VTube drama channel now because that curses shit has been blowing the fuck up, and it's been a blast to talk about. You love to see these troons get wrecked, kicked off the internet. Like, yo, how much of a PDF file you got to be chased off a fucking blue sky? So life's been fucking good for us on the outside that are normal, and beyond that, I'm just stoked to be here, hang out on Saturday night with my homies.
Ain't shit normal about the internet, dog. What are you talking about?
wow.
There's nothing normal about any of this. Cassie.
A cult classic Cage here representing the beginning of the end of Disney. When Disney sold, when they sold the Mighty Ducks away, that was the beginning of the end. That's when I no longer was a hockey fan anymore, back when I was a kid. So I bought me a nice hat recently representing the beginning of the end of Disney. But I'm here and I'm excited, and I hope we get to make fun of some other ugly bitch for being ugly, because I think someone was upset that a tomboy makes fun of ugly people or something like that. So can't wait to do it again. Trigger somebody. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. And
Yeah.
last but not least, the most famous person to ever be on this panel.
Oh my god.
The
Bro, it's actually up there with
largest
Donald Trump.
creator that has ever been on this
Ridiculous.
panel. The most profitable, highest viewership, most subscribed to, absolute amazing channel
Shortest
that
too.
everybody is desperate to be a part of.
Bro, Trump wants to be on this
The
show. It's
one,
crazy.
the only.
Hypno, you already introduced
Hater.
me. Hold on, wait a second. What?
Oh my god.
Bow down.
Show us your haircut.
Yo, someone in the chat said Hypnotic got enough tokens to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
Wait a minute. Why is the trades hiding people in the chat? What did he say? Wait, no, what happened to Anime Mania? Why did he just get hidden? That's ridiculous.
Don't hide
happened?
nobody. Atreus,
Hey,
what's wrong with you?
hold on. Why the fuck that shit say hitting by a Atreus?
Yo, because you did some shit.
Because you a hater, bro. You a hater.
No,
Quit hating.
Hey, free my
Atreus,
dude,
why
Anime
you
Mania,
hating?
dog. Free Anime Mania.
Why you
man.
hating, Atreus? Stop it. Get some help.
You thin-skinned Uncle Ruckus cowboy.
All right, come on, do your
Oh,
intro,
bro.
man. Let's go, Kida. Come on.
But
Hurry
yeah,
up.
man. Hey, shout out to you guys, man. It's Kata, aka Khalil Too Short, aka the Fine Auntie Hunter, aka the Pretty Toe Appreciator. I hope y'all having a great Saturday and your week has been well. My week has been pretty decent. It's been kind of crazy. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. We're gonna have a nice SNH. I wasn't gonna drink today because I'm not even supposed to be here, but it started raining and shit. So we're drinking tonight. So yeah, let's get it in. I hope we have a great time. And I hope y'all went to the gym
Yo,
this
can you
week.
can you
too.
redo your intro? I'm sorry.
Oh, this fucking guy. This guy.
Just really
What's
quick,
up?
redo your intro. It wasn't legal. Redo your intro, please.
What the fuck do you mean it wasn't
Just
legal?
redo it from the start to end, please, really quick.
What's going on, everybody? It's Kate.
Oh man.
All right, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Holy shit.
Hey, this segment is brought to you guys by Meta PCs. Use code 199 to get a Meta PC. Yes. All right, man.
I just
Shout
wanted
out
to make
you
sure
guys.
we were legal. Please, God, I can't. The lawsuits are going around like crazy everywhere, bro. Please.
This is ridiculous.
Shout out
man.
to Kata, man, for being a good sport. I appreciate you. All right, man. Listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. This man, dude, with the Bungie nonsense, the Doom's getting a little backlash for basically pulling a Nintendo. We got a bunch of things we got to go over, man. But before we do any of that, you ready? You guys already know how it goes. We got to do the best segment on YouTube, all around the world, the universe, the galaxy, the multiverse. Yes, even the broken multiverses. And this segment makes all the journalists melt down that apparently they are now going to be working on a video talking about how much money every YouTuber makes. So this video or segment is dedicated to them. And what is this called?
Free stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
They can't handle the
Fuck were you looking at,
sound.
bro? This man was looking at something. He must have got some nudes or something.
Hey, real quick, I got some news. Breaking news. Flow
Nudes?
Rida.
Whoa! Nudes?
What happened to Flow Rida?
Hey, yo,
Mary.
Mary.
Dead, is
I
he?
said news. I said news.
Not dead.
I said Flow Rida sips Celsius after winning $82
Hell
million lawsuit against company for breaching his endorsement deal. Flow Rida just won $82 million from Celsius.
Yeah, man. My
Holy
boy
shit.
always wins, dog. Shout out Flow Rider, dog. He don't get the respect that he needs, man.
Damn.
That nigga
That's
song
pretty, that's
suck.
pretty insane.
Only had like one
He's
hit.
the man. He's Flow Rider, Florida.
All right, really
We
quick.
get
We got God Gave Chaos for it too. What's up, Hypno and everyone? Hope y'all doing good. Doing fantastic, my good man. Hope you're doing good.
Magnifique.
Or Maniac with it too. Hypno sucks verily at video games worse than Smash.
It's true. I can vouch for that.
That's insane.
And I think y'all got.
I'm not even going to play the video. I was thinking about playing the video. I'm not going to play the video.
That's fucking
Adair
insane.
Soto gives 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Adair Soto. I appreciate you, Super Kitty. With a 5 says congrats on 88,000. Also, pistachio ice cream is the best, hands down.
That's a lie. That's
Yo,
a lie.
Kata, I just got the Steam notification. This motherfucker gaming while we're doing SNH.
Yeah, I got it too. And Atreus is on Monster Hunter Wilds right now.
I did not.
Out of you, fuckers.
Nah, no. Y'all see Cassie's face because she playing Doom. Don't turn it off now.
That's why her room is so dark, because the screen's not shining on her face because it's Doom. That's why.
I was going to ask a question to be like, why is no one talking?
Super Kitty, thank you so much for the 5 and thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. Yes, we did. We did pass 88,000. We hit 87 not too long ago, so we're moving. We're moving a little along, and we'll be at 90K pretty soon, hopefully. Eric Jenkins, $4.99. Vanilla, then strawberry ice cream, the best. F y'all, fight me. Bro, people really be fighting over these polls, man. These food polls, just the violence is crazy. KVL for 4 months memberships, legendary status. Cookie dough is the only answer. How I knew somebody was going to say that shit. Jimmy Rings Halo for it too. It's Black Jeremy. When did you change your melanin?
That's crazy.
That's
all
insane.
they said in the comments. Yo, Jeremy, you got a suntan. Yo, when did Jeremy come from Africa? All right, dude.
Well, it's my kind of chat, man.
Eric Heffelfinger for a 5. Leon looks like crackhead Ryan. Damn.
Hey,
you mean skinny? You mean fucking skinny? I'll take it.
Actually, now that you say it, they're pretty damn close, bro.
That's insane.
This is why we hate each other.
Except
That
one
makes
has
sense.
an actual beard, and you can't believe that it's Ryan. That's wild.
Okay, I got so much goddamn Native American in me. That's why I'm a minority on this panel too.
You got what?
Oh, yeah, you've had plenty of Native Americans in you, Leon.
For sure.
okay?
Stop it.
Forgotten Vet with a
We call
$20
them
banger.
savages for a reason, bro.
Thank you, Forgotten Vet. I appreciate you, brother. Butter Biscuit for a 5. DA was just listening to you while I was doing the mail today. I loved watching your Japan videos too. That Palestine march was hilarious. Good stuff.
Yo, man, that was shit. That shit was crazy, man. I walked into the middle of a fucking protest in Shibuya. I'm walking through Shibuya Square, like, you know, that area where everybody just kind of goes, like everybody that goes to
tourist
Tokyo.
area? Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Persona 5, yeah.
Where all the TikTokers are fucking filming nonsense there.
Facts. So I'm walking through this area. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to shoot some random content. Just like, yeah, I'm here. Everybody, I'm in Shibuya Square. I'm just chilling. And then all of a sudden, there's an free Palestine protest that just bumps off right in the middle of this shit. And I'm like,
hell yeah.
What the
Somebody
fuck
was
is
probably
this shit?
filming.
I didn't
They were
even
probably
think
filming.
they did this in Japan. I didn't
They
even think
don't. It
Japan
was-
was protesting like that. But they were protesting, man. They
do.
was marching. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
Trump-
okay, all
they
right,
had-
cool.
They
Hey,
had like Trump parades going around too.
That's crazy.
yeah, no, they did. They was anti-Trump. They was anti, free. They was all about free Palestine. That shit was wild, man. And it
Communist,
just
man, I
jumped
swear.
off in the middle of a live stream. I'm like, well, not a live stream, but like just a video that I did. And I was just like, this is crazy. In Japan,
Call me crazy, but I really couldn't care less of the culture that likes to draw like little girls and whatnot in suggestive situations cares about Trump or not. Like that's my thought.
Oh my.
War
Yeah,
Wizard
really,
for
man.
189. Why is Ryan being the only straight white man on SNH?
That's crazy.
You might want to get your eyes checked for that one.
You're
Kratos with a 2.
100% white. No Native American, no fucking Mexican, no fucking Italian. Pure bred white.
Pure
You
bred.
would
Like,
definitely,
all in the family.
Go the fuck away.
you would definitely
That's-
bread, all right, for sure.
They stay in
Rap
family.
the Kratos for the 2. If you're looking for a good time, call Smash JT.
Number 8675301.
Matt Amoeba for a 10. Why does Atreus look like a pimp on a budget?
He looks like nothing with his camera
I
going
mean,
in
his
and out.
camera's definitely on a budget for sure. Little Davis abandoned love child for a 2. Dad does hate socks.
Son, what are you doing here, you fucking bastard? I told you to go to bed.
Eric
God,
Jenkins,
Lee, I don't
189
like
says
talking to you
absolutely
like
nothing.
that.
Damn,
Stop
you
lying.
sunning them like that, bro? Damn.
Yep. Public
You.
too. Demon Carol 405. Everyone who's interested in a Souls-like Dino game, check out Dino Blade, a game that proves bullying can make good things.
Ooh.
Is that out yet?
A Dino Souls-like game? Jesus. That sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Atreus's busted smoke detector for 199. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh my god. People
Might need to change the
Oh.
batteries on his fucking camera.
The,
not
the
have
stealing birds,
a busted
as they
smoke
like to be
detector, man.
called.
Damn, man. That camera's busted. Your smoke detector's busted.
Atreus, unplug the camera and plug it back in.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll fix it.
Please, please.
That always works.
Randall Hess gives 1 membership. Thank you, Randall. Appreciate you. Eric Jenkins, 189. Help send the Black Dwarf to Soul Mates. All right. Anyway.
No.
Angelo Lopez for a 10. Hey guys, question for y'all. What was your introduction to the world of video games? Mine was my parents buying me the Super Nintendo, then switched to Sony for the PS2 because of Kingdom Hearts.
I think I'm the old man here. I started with the Tandy computer and the Commodore 64, then moved on to the Atari 2600
Holy
before
shit.
finally.
Oh,
Okay.
yo, no,
Yeah.
Smash. I was
Grandpa.
Commodore 64 myself,
Okay.
man. Jumpman.
Okay.
Jumpman was my game, man. I used to play that. That was the original, but yeah. I
I
would
think the
probably
original,
say that.
the original Test Drive was on Commodore 64 too, right?
Was
Test
it?
Drive? I think so. One of
Okay,
those.
okay.
But anyway,
I
sorry.
remember playing Jumpman. Jumpman was my game on a Commodore 64. I played the hell out of that game, man. It was a lot of fun back when I was like 11 years old or whatever it was. You know.
See, I
started
had
out-
Gamecast, so
Boy, get the
Yeah,
fuck
started
out of
with
here
a
with
Game
that
Boy
bullshit.
Color and was playing Miss Pac-Man. That was my first game. I got it for Christmas when I was a little kid, and it was all that was it. After that, I was a gamer.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 on the Genesis. My grandma bought it. She loved it. She played it with me, and I fell in love. That's the reason I'm a fucking disgusting Sonic fan to this day.
I think the first game I ever played was Centipede on the Atari. Pretty sure.
yeah, obviously
Almost
Pac-Man,
almost
but
positive.
I think
Either
the one
that
that
or Pong.
really,
One of the two. I think it was Centipede though.
I think it was Super Mario 64 that really made me really like games. That was the first one. I was like, Jesus, this is crazy good. I was young as hell when that came out too.
Makes sense. All right, let's keep going. We got Darth Gooner for a 2. Hypno, play the video. Give everyone a good laugh. No, I'm gonna leave Smash JT alone. He's a little upset about the video.
I'm not upset about it. It's a fucking long ass video. That's all.
It's driving the point home. God gave Chaos with a 2. Y'all gonna hate me, but my favorite is chocolate mint.
I'm not mad at you. I love chocolate mint.
I am.
I'm good.
I think he and Cassie should get booted.
I think so too. K-Vel with a 5. Leon trying to make BCG stylish again. BCGs equals birth control glasses. Kata knows.
Don't know
You
what
know
you're
about that,
talking about.
Wait, can we back up to Atreus telling other people need to be booted with his camera going in and out?
Yeah, that shit is annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Remember, Atreus, other fellow regulars are now no longer part of this show due to technical difficulties.
The fuck?
You mean due to
I
their
have
whiteness?
no idea who you're talking about.
Ryan, what are you talking about?
Raging D-Head with a 5. Holy shit, Kata. Thank you for taking time away from signing up for Soulmates. Bungie hole rep for a 2. Y'all got any more of them graphics? I love this account, bro. Eric Jenkins 499. Two things. Timeout Kage Chaos for that comment. 2. This stream is brought to you by KFC. It's finger licking good. That's crazy. Eric Jenkins is crazy. Scrap Gamer with a 10.
Yes.
I hope everyone is having a good time tonight listening to the stream while working my ass off at work alone again.
Shout out.
Hey,
You
man.
don't have anybody bothering you, you know?
At work alone is the best. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
at work alone all the time. I love it.
When I used to
Tipples-
work. Yeah.
Tipples with a 2 says, yup, this is happening. Raging D-Head with a 2. Nintendo Galaga?
Galaga.
Galaga?
Jesus.
Yeah, the guy who said he started on Centipede
I
came and
picked
said
that one out
Galaga.
pretty hard, didn't I?
Galaga's
yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
Galaga was
yeah.
great,
I went a little bit too Spanish on that. Sorry. War Wizard 199. SNH is so diverse. Eric Jenkins is getting uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
I would say that's pretty accurate, to be honest with you.
valid.
Let's check Rumble really quick, and then we're gonna get into the content. We're gonna start off with, damn man, Rumble's going crazy. What the fuck? Gray the Merchant with $1. Hey everyone, put a smile on the face for Ryan Roger Athe playing Chrono Trigger. Kata having a small parade. Leon with awesome glasses. Smash JT the face parry god. Cassie the goat. Sheep the builder, and Derek the OG. Wait, so I just go fuck myself then? Like I don't get a title either? All right, that's fine.
Smash put it best.
Crashman Boy with $1. You realize you just said Leon pulls hot women like crazy by calling him Peter Parker, right? No. We're talking about the initial inception of Peter Parker before he started pulling the hot girls. Because I said Peter Parker with no powers. You got to be specific. Gray the Merchant with $1. Pimp Trey is cooking some backs and beep. Oh, that's your weak ass grill. No wonder Kata is the tallest of the two. In other news, Ryan Roger Athe has to be chucked to Vice for consultation. I'm surprised Vice hasn't written an article on Ryan Roger Athe at this point, or any of these journalists for that matter. He's like easy pickings, I feel like.
Easy as fuck.
Oh, here we go. Gray the Merchant gave me a title. Hypnotic, the great, powerful berserker smashing through games. The troll of trolls, the gift of gab. Felting everyone, especially discount Kanye next to him. Lastly, Derek, teach MBS how to be the OG. He means New Blackstreet.
Oh, okay.
We all want to know what's funny. Our first guest on New Black
I don't blame
Street
you for not
was
knowing them.
DA. Our first guest was
Yeah. I was the first
Yep, it was.
official New Blackstreet guest, man.
I remember that.
It was a pleasure too.
That must have been a real memorable experience.
I was the first Sheep City.
They were all eating fried chicken.
on SNH.
All of us, man.
That makes sense.
I
Gray the
wasn't,
Merchant.
bro. I don't know where that narrative came from.
Wait. Gray the Merchant, bro, for $1 says the following, and I'm sorry, Gray. Gray says, one more in me, and then just puts a period after that.
Hey,
So
yo,
I'm
what
gonna-
the fuck, bro? What
That's
I'm gonna-
all, hey, that's wild, dog.
You should next time just say one more from me, not one more in me. That's highly sus. Atreus,
major
all due
pause.
respect, you look like you're
Major-
collecting dust. The OG Derek to teach you how to dress up properly. I love you all except Sad Atreus, who deserves the extra love, allegedly.
Damn.
And then Adair Soto says for $1, what about mint chip ice cream? Mint
Yeah,
chip
like
ice cream.
mint chocolate chip and vanilla ice cream. I like that's my favorite.
Ew,
One of
that's
my
not,
favorites.
that's you're eating fucking toothpaste. That's so gross.
Oh no.
I don't like mint
Mint
anything.
ice cream?
Yeah,
Ew.
nothing with mint in it. It has to be chocolate or maybe strawberry, and that's it. You can't have any mint in your damn ice cream.
Chips.
That's
The
crazy.
chocolate chips are minty. It's so good.
That's
It's
disgusting.
disgusting.
Love it.
Crashman boy for $1. I've seen people coping about GTA and the Pride Parade shit. We have precedent, GTA itself, and Naughty Dog. Just two prominent examples. There's a hell of a lot more. Is that shit even confirmed real? I feel like that was fake, or like that was, nobody could confirm the source on that. So I'm not even believing that story
know
yet.
what I'm doing.
Wait,
Although I'm
what
sure
story?
it's in there.
What story?
The GTA
the
Pride Parade
Parade.
story.
Oh,
Yawn.
yeah.
I haven't seen anything that
I haven't
proves
seen
that
it
yet.
since that. Yeah.
Adair Soto for $1. Hey, Smash JT.
Wee.
And an Anime Mania for $1. Bro, what the fuck happened? Did I get timed out or shadow banned on YouTube? Freeze me, please. I had to be on Rumble because of that. Inhale the DA. Great to see you, bro. How could you, Atreus, how could you exile Anime Mania like that, bro?
He doesn't have that power. He doesn't have
He's a
that
mod.
power.
He's a mod. He does have that power.
You gave him that power?
I do not.
Yeah,
have,
I made
do
him a
not.
mod a long time ago.
Anime
Adair
Mania
Soto
is
with
my
$1.
dog, man.
You
Are you
That's my
surprised?
dog, man. Let him in. Let him through. Let him through, man. That's my dog, man. That's my homie. Yeah, let him
We're gonna
gave
fix
him
that
that
Anime
power?
Mania.
That black.
Yeah, it proves that I'm not racist.
How the fuck am I
Adair
still
Soto-
here?
Adair Soto with $1. Oh, shut it, Kaden. I don't want to hear a little who likes feet as well, who's a little short right now. Video going around.
Dude,
I don't know what video you're talking about, bro.
I don't either, dude.
Mr.
Yeah.
Vegeta with a 5. Bubblegum, banana pudding, cookies and cream, all ice cream, really. Atari 2600, but played Bubble Bobble all the time with Grandma. Sigh. R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Grandma.
R.I.P. to
R.I.P.
Grandma.
man.
I know Bubble Bobble though. That's crazy.
The Joker with a 5. What's up, Hypnotic? How did that BFC crossbow work out for? It worked out pretty good. Shockwaves Lab with a 5. Atreus, I'm sorry. What toll Dustborn has taken on you? You have embraced the bisexual lighting. That is true.
I finished
Wow.
the game.
You got
I
the
finished
Veilguard
the game.
lighting going on right now. That's crazy. Raptor Kratos
Yo,
with a 5.
why do y'all sweat Atreus so hard like that, man? That's my homie. Man.
Because
Why
he
y'all sweating him
fucking
like
deserves it.
Why do we sweat? Because he will come up with any
Yo.
excuse not to show up on Saturday.
That is
That's
a
why.
lie.
And
That
it
is
breaks
a
my
lie.
heart.
That is a lie. That
It
is a
breaks
lie.
my heart.
I was
For the
taking
last,
pictures of this OF chick's butt
Before
bro.
last
We was at
week,
the
it was
club.
like 4 weeks of no Atreus.
It
People
was
were calling him Gone Treus at this point, and it's just
Oh
it
shit!
was
Wait,
wild.
hold on. Treus, have you been slipping, bro? Have you been slipping
Yeah.
on Saturday
Let's see if he
night?
tells the truth. Let's see.
Hypnosis,
Let's
man.
see.
I missed
Hey.
2 weeks, showed up 1 week, and then missed another week, and that's what happened.
And in the week he showed up,
Yeah,
I think he
missed
left
2
early.
weeks.
I did not leave early. I left at 11.
I don't think you did.
That's cap.
Bruh.
That sure hurts my heart.
Come
And then
on,
we
man.
got
Come on, bro.
Raptor
Come on,
with a
bro.
5. I vote we kick Atreus because of his camera and the bathroom floor mat that he's wearing.
Oh my God!
Damn.
Wow. Yo.
Last but not least, Eric Jenkins 189. C can't give Chim Chim no power. That's crazy.
Well
Holy
said, Eric.
shit.
Wow.
And that's it. I'm sure there'll be more. The night
No
is young.
way. They're calling
The
him
night
is young.
Atreus. Oh no, dude. Y'all gotta stop, man. Let my
shit
boy
is-
live.
I'm
Let
sure
my
they're gonna
boy
call him
live.
Chim Treus at some point. It's some crazy shit. So let's get into the topics, man. We're gonna start with Bungie because that's the hot topic, man. And these people got caught stealing, and it's
Shit, I can't tell. It's a
actually
hot
amazing.
topic. Everybody Bungie videos flopped, didn't it?
No,
Mine didn't do as well as I thought. But yeah,
I didn't
It
make one.
proved that minorities aren't the only ones that steal.
Proof.
Mm.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So
Holy shit.
let's get into it. So everybody's kind of reacted to this already, and everybody's kind of talked about it, but I want to get kind of the collective thoughts on what went down and what essentially caused probably one of the most viral reaction photos that I've ever personally uploaded ever. Which again, this is like, hold on, sorry. This is, yeah. I mean, this I'm telling you, this face should be the mascot for any time you are just tired of the internet. I think it just speaks volumes.
Damn.
It really just says a lot about the situation.
Oh, yeah.
This is the face of somebody who got yelled at by their bosses. This is the face of somebody who
I disagree.
Optimism.
Call me crazy. I feel like this is just me thinking, but this is
Why do you think? Stop that.
this is the face of someone who got caught and they're trying to pawn it off on someone else.
I don't know. He just looks over it, dude.
His comment's great. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I would
No,
play the
'cause you-
song if I wouldn't get copyrighted.
If you look back at the VOD, he was looking at the chat the whole time. So
The
he
whole
was just
time.
watching everybody fry his ass.
The
And,
whole
oh
time.
my god, it was glorious. It was beautiful.
So, I mean, for anybody, just before we get into the conversation, for anybody who may not know, and I don't know how you don't know by now, but if you don't know, essentially what happened is there was an artist that we're going to bring up in a couple of seconds, that their art from 2007, they made like these cyberpunk style posters in 2017. They even had their own logo, like their brand logo on the poster as one of the icons. And basically what happened was Bungie took those graphics and imported it into Marathon and used them for their cyberpunk style video game. Some are even arguing now, by looking back at the work, that damn near the entire game is inspired by this artist, it seems like. Some people are asking in the chat, who is this guy? So this is Joseph Cross. This is the head art director over at Bungie's Marathon video game. So he's the one that's in charge of anything art related that goes in or out of the game. So this is why he was the one who was on that live stream. Plus he was with the game director at the time, who we'll showcase in a second. And they got together on a live stream, not to necessarily discuss this. They got together to this was planned supposedly to go over some of the gameplay footage and whatnot. But the funny thing is, because of what happened with the art theft, they actually had to scrap all of the gameplay footage they were going to show on the live stream. And they only took questions supposedly, but they really didn't take questions. They had pre-planned questions that they were going over, but we'll get into that too. So this is Mr. Cross, and the reason why he's also relevant is because for years he's been following the artist on Twitter that got their stuff stolen from, which is a big red flag amongst other Bungie people too, by the way, not just him, but
right. But this is the director, the guy in charge, and it's like, you gotta know. I mean, how stupid do you think people are to be like, bro, take my word, it's this no-name person that used to work here. They're not here anymore, and it slipped through the cracks. Like, bullshit. Who was it?
Does
Name the
anybody
person.
here actually believe that, by the way? Just
I don't
know.
No. There's no way.
Why can't if you are so sure it's someone that you're not going to get sued for it, why can't you name the person that provided the content? Name it so that people know who it was in the future. Why are we not being transparent about this? Why are we letting the person get a job in the industry somewhere else if they stole shit and lied about it? This needs to be out there. Someone needs to know who it was.
My favorite implication here is that Bungie is so broke they can't afford artists. It's like Bungie out there just be like, just steal some shit. No one's gonna fucking know. We don't have the money for this.
Don't they have like a bunch of artists though? Like 100?
We got a bunch of artists, but I'm just pissed that they're not telling people who it was.
Well, Andreas was going to say something about that. What's wrong with what?
Well, I was going to say there could be the possibility that they don't want to name the person because it could open them up for some sort of lawsuit. If that
from the person
Doors
or
open
just
from that,
like,
regardless.
It could.
Wait, hold on. From the person, or are you saying like from the
person,
like if he talks the person?
If there is a person who actually stole it, and then they for whatever reason fired them, and then the company named them like, oh yeah, it wasn't our fault, it was this person. Well, this person is a representation of your company. So if you put all the liability on them and publicly name them, and they never able to get a job again because of that, it might open you up to a lawsuit.
They shouldn't get a job again if they stole all the shit
that
from
guy.
them.
If you would have let me finish, I was going to say, doesn't mean that they're going to win the lawsuit, but still, it's going to cost you all the legal fees and stuff like that.
Even if you win the lawsuit, you still lose money. So
yeah.
Look, if you're stealing shit, if you're stealing from somebody else's hard work like an artist, you don't have a leg to stand on at this point. Throw him under the bus. Yeah, this person, he was stealing from this other artist that actually did
people
the
get
work.
sued for less.
I'm on your side, DA. I agree with that, but the only issue with that whole perspective is that the internet isn't the legal system. The legal system, like you can bring that up to them, they'll still be like that means nothing in the court of law.
Exactly. I don't know how you lose that court. How do you lose that court? Like, how do you lose in court with that?
Because you're a representation of the company. So like, yeah, you did it, but there's some type of legal jargon into where like you don't see companies ever do this where they'll throw an employee under the bus no matter how wrong they are. I'm pretty sure that's for a legal reason. Otherwise, why would companies take the rap heat for something an employee did? Like, for example, Bud Light, if we would have never known from that video that lady took. You know what I'm saying that, hey, I'm doing this.
Wait, what lady are you talking about?
The lady who was the entire reason why Bud Light
Oh,
lost.
the CEO bitch.
What? I'm sorry, sir. What lady are you talking about? What lady, sir? That was a dude.
No,
That was
not
a dude,
not
dude.
Dylan Mulvaney. He's talking about the CEO, the chick.
Okay. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, if there would have never been no video of her, Bud Light never reveals her identity, no matter
I think
how
you're
much.
talking about Alyssa Hernerscheid, right? Is that her name?
I guess so. The one the horse face bitch.
The
You know
horse
what I'm
teeth,
saying?
right?
Yeah, her.
Damn.
I got the picture. I'll bring it up. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
At least we know now why it doesn't look like a Bungie game.
That's
Okay?
her. That's her.
That's her, Atreus. That one.
Yeah, right.
All right, go ahead. Continue what you were saying. I'm just making sure.
No,
we're
I
on
was
the
just
same
gonna say
page.
if she never has that video, there's zero chance that Bud Light ever reveals her identity and reveals she's the reason why we're tanking right now, right?
Yep.
So
It
like,
looked like some. Go ahead.
no, you good.
I was about to say it looked like somebody tried to draw the Pink Ranger from memory.
That's fucking wild, bro.
Drawing
You need to repent for that one. So really quick. So this is the artist, anti-real, I think is what they go by. N2 or N squared, whatever, on Twitter. And this post just keeps going, right? So when I made my video about Bungie last night that released today, the post I believe was at 7.7 million views, if I'm not mistaken. Like around maybe almost close to 8. It's now almost at 10 million views. This thing is going massively viral. And I got to be honest with you, I really do think this is going to affect the game.
100%.
In more ways than anything else could have, because we were talking about Marathon probably like when it first revealed, right? A few weeks ago, whenever,
like a month ago.
And when we first talked about it, I think I was one of the people saying that not that the game's going to do well, but just that the game is going to be, I think, okay because of the built-in fan base that Bungie has. And they're pretty loyal. They're a little bit loyal to a fault, like most hardcore fan bases. But I've been seeing some people who are just flat out saying, "Listen, I was going to buy this game because I'm a big Bungie fan, but I feel dirty almost supporting the game unless something happens, unless they support the artist or whatever." I seeing a lot of comments like that, and of course maybe it could be trolls, who knows, but I don't really think so. I think this will actually hurt the game more than anything.
Astrocross, right? He's a big Destiny 2 YouTuber. I've watched him for years. Even he's like, yeah, I can't defend this shit. This is terrible. Like, you're stealing from this artist. You've already, like, the Destiny 2 player base is already not messing with Bungie because of all the dumb stuff they've been doing to the game. So when you go and do this, it's like, oh, you already had the gameplay that looked uninspiring and nobody really cared about it. But now we found out that you stole your entire aesthetic from an indie artist and didn't even give them credit or pay them or anything. Yeah, they're not going to defend that at all. So I think it's going to do way more damage than just the gameplay reveal did.
Even Young did a negative video on this shit.
Every
today.
video that nigga do is negative.
Not
Hold on, let me go on my soapbox for a minute. I love how we get a rap sheet for always covering negative shit. That nigga is Mr. Negative, like literally in every way. He's Asian and everything. God damn. Every video that nigga makes is negative.
My understanding is them Asians, aren't you, Atreus?
Asians catching strays right now. What the hell?
My understanding is this is Bungie's like modus operandi. Like, they do this shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, this is,
and they never get called out for it. They never lose for it. And at some point in time, like, does this shit stop, or are they just going to continue to do what they've been doing? Because it seems like they just do this shit all the fucking time.
Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion and put all their eggs in one basket for this game after Destiny for their next moneymaker. And it is DOA. This story is going to go down as one of the biggest stories of 2025. I don't think people are giving it enough credit right now for how crazy this is. This is the biggest PR disaster of epic proportions that any company could ever be dealing with before a game even comes out. And they are losing everything. And this is on top of hold on. This is on top of After Concord from Firewalk Studios, another Sony-owned studio where they paid upwards reportedly of $400+ million to get that game out, plus whatever they paid for Firewalk Studios, which was undisclosed. So there could have been upwards of $800 to $1 billion for Concord back to back. Like, holy shit, this is insanity.
So there was an article written back in September of 2023 from PlayStationLifestyle.net. And the title is Sony believes Bungie acquisition is more valuable than Activision's. And I'm just laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah.
To be fair, it's not like it's not like Microsoft is like doing the best with Activision.
Oh no, not at all.
They're
But-
making insane amounts of money after the Activision Blizzard King deal, whether we noticed it or not. It's a lot of it is through a lot of things that we don't even we don't even
right,
like
like the mobile games.
they're making an immense amount of profit from that acquisition.
Wait, real quick. Let me ask Smash JT. How much is it to buy an artist? Like, is it that fucking expensive for them to just?
The problem is,
why
these
not just
people are
buy
not
the fucking artist?
The people that they're hiring are not just morally bankrupt people, but they are creatively bankrupt people, and they want to take credit for other people's work. So these companies are hiring people with an ideology. They're lazy as fuck, and they're trying to find the quickest way possible to get the work done without paying the actual original creative people that do the work. So that's why people and gamers and everyone is pushing back, because what's this, the 5th time they've been caught stealing shit? And this is not just a poster, like Hypnotic was saying. This is an aesthetic of the game, everywhere in the game, down to the last finite detail, including, I saw Madame Savvy talking about how they also were sampling music from the person. I'm like, holy shit, did they not steal anything from this person? Like, what did they forget? Everything is here from this other person. There's nothing original at all in this game.
What did the other artists
right here is damning. Yeah, we also got their social security number, the credit card info. Like,
This right here is damning, bro. Look at
Peter
this.
said to add 'em back.
This is the logo of Anti-Real. Their actual logo. So Anti-Real put their logo in the poster. The right side of this, the yellow part of this, is their poster, and that's their logo on the bottom. And then over here, I mean, it's right fucking there in the game.
And that's the thing that blows my mind. They didn't even try to alter it. Like, let's take it and then kind of like add our own fling to it. Nah, they just straight up.
That's someone who thinks they're untouchable. Like they flat out thought they were untouchable, that nobody was going to notice, right? How are you the company who has done this 3 times before, has gotten caught 3 times before, and you're on your 4th trial? Like, yeah, nobody's going to notice this time. What the? Are you serious right now? Like,
they just don't give a fuck. It's as simple as that.
There's no way this could sneak through, because this takes work. Days and months and years to put these posters and works together. This doesn't just magically appear one day. So whoever provided this content, there should have been someone, the art director, the guy that was the one looking like the sad face that you showed there, he should have been the one checking the progress as the game development goes. Oh, what did you complete today? Oh, this, oh, that. Like, you don't just get this overnight. There's no way they didn't know. That's impossible.
Can we get Kata back in here, Hypno?
Kata's literally on the bottom, bro.
He's right there.
Yeah, I was waiting.
I didn't see you. You're that small.
He a little motherfucker. He hard to miss.
My God. Yo, hold on.
Did y'all talk about the fact that even she put like little Easter eggs into all of her artwork, and even that is in the game? Like, it's like a carbon copy of her shit in the game, and it's like there's no way you can excuse and say, "Oh, we didn't do this on purpose." You took everything. Like y'all said, it's everything, dude. Like,
you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Did y'all know that one of the artists that they stole from said in 2024 that they were never compensated, even though Bungie publicly said they was going to compensate them for it?
Yeah, just saw that today, actually.
Wow.
I'm sure it ends up being a conversation between Bungie legal and whoever the art got stolen.
And that's why I want to say, for this person, for Anti-Real, for them to say like, I don't have the energy to sue them. No, you need to sue them, because there's evidence that they will not.
I think they will. I said last night when I was talking about this that this is a lottery ticket that you just made it in life. You can go buy a private island, buy a private jet. You just made all the money in the world right now.
Or
Because
I
they
will,
just
steal,
based
I will
an
steal
entire
your
team.
identity and sue them for you, bro. Like I'm black. Come on,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
It's
you're
a
set
woman,
for
so
life.
you're
They
gonna
took-
have trouble with that one.
They took your whole
Oh,
identity and put it into a video game. Like, you have all the grounds to do whatever you need to, and I'm pretty sure people would support you. Like, don't be like, no, I don't want to do that. Take all they shit and then some, okay? Because they deserve it. This is
You know what's sad? What's sad is that when Marathon was revealed, everybody was making fun of how the game looked, the art style, and it was basically they were calling it like uninspired and whatnot. And then come to find out it's because they stole it from someone else.
very inspired.
Now you know.
Exactly.
Very
That's
inspired.
the point I made. This isn't a Bungie game because it's all stolen.
Hypno, real quick.
Wow.
Check
I'm pretty sure that actually does
the
make it
private
a
for the
Bungie
link
game.
that I
So
just
this is a
sent, 'cause
pattern of behavior.
There's another one to show too. Sorry, go ahead, Leon.
No, Ryan was saying this isn't a Bungie game. This is all stolen. I said, no, that's exactly what makes it a Bungie game because this is a pattern of behavior. This is the 4th or 5th time. Like,
fourth fucking time.
It's
Fourth time, boys.
that you know of, by the way, that you know of.
That we know of, exactly. Exactly.
Scroll down to the
Yeah,
brilliant
I didn't
book
even
right there,
think
right
about
there.
that.
That one.
The fact that there
Look
could
at
be
that.
more artists that are not on the internet.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that. They faded away what they wrote.
Oh my God! They erased anti-real. Well, they didn't erase it. They faded it. You're right.
Yep.
Anti-real daily series, bro.
The whole name.
Like
that's
it's so,
fucking
it's so bad.
crazy.
This
bad.
company should not exist. It should be exterminated for stuff.
But
like
you are a multi-million-dollar fucking company. Why are you stealing from a random artist on Twitter?
Because they are hiring activists that don't have talent. It's the same.
My thing
issue
is,
that's
when
been
is
running
Sony
through the
gonna
whole
do
game
something? Because
industry.
it's like, bro, since
Yeah,
they
that's what I was
bought
thinking of.
Bungie, it has been nothing but problems with them. They have been
when
nothing but a
Sony gonna
fucking
do
pain in the
something?
balls.
Really? Like, Cass, you actually when Sony, the company's been hacked like 5 fucking times, is gonna do something? They can't even get their own shit together. They're gonna get their subsidiaries together.
Well, see, I think part of the reason why they bought Bungie was to shit on Xbox anyway. Like the company that made your flagship title, we're gonna buy them since you want to buy up everything, and then we're gonna use them against you. Well, congratulations.
It's been a
How's that
massive
fucking
failure.
working for you?
You played yourself.
Bro, this is wild, man. Because again, this is not even inspiration. This is
You
just
can't
literally a one for one.
Yep.
You
Because you
cannot
can take
excuse this
something.
at all.
Yeah, you can take something and make it your own. That's one thing, okay? Atreus had a show called 30 Carats, and I made reality-based 30 Carats as a fucking laugh, with actual carrots. Smash was there for that show. But it's another thing to just straight up take something and just copy-paste it into your efforts. That needs to be exposed. That needs to be destroyed.
Fact.
That's why I said previously.
What
Yeah,
concerns
no,
me-
right. It goes to show
you know,
like
you know what makes this go away? A bigger problem. And that's what concerns me is Sony's looking at this like we need to make a bigger problem right now to make this go away. That's what I'm waiting for.
It just becomes
It just goes to show like the lack of creativity, like Ryan is saying, the lack of creativity that a lot of these companies have. They don't know how to create. They don't have creative people on deck where they can go to them and say, hey, we need a new game. We need a new this. We need to do that. They don't have those guys in-house. All right.
All the
can do
most
is
creative
copy,
people are starting
cut,
their own
paste
studios.
off of other people.
All the most
You got-
creative
you got a
people are
point,
starting their
Trace.
own studios. That's how you got Expedition 33.
It's bullshit, man. It's like all
by
of
the
these
way-
top companies that everybody's funneling money to. Like all of these cats are funneling money. All of these big companies, and these cats, they suck. They suck at what they're supposed to be good at. It wows me out, man. Same thing with Hollywood. It wows me out. These guys do not have the creative backbone to go out there and do something risky and something original.
They're the
Like
safest
go out
bet.
there and do something that's
But to add to that,
you don't have
GA,
to steal from everybody around you. You actually have creative backbone of your own. Like that to me is crazy, man.
But to add to that, DA, then you got indie games like Mouse PI coming out, all hand drawn, all 100, like
Fire.
an indie game taking the world by storm. That everyone's like, "Yo, I'm looking forward to this." That's gonna absolutely clown on the AAA scene, 100%. Like you could tell the love, the art, everything put into
Yeah.
that by who knows a team of how many fucking developers. There ain't no goddamn AAA. It's like, how did we get to the point where AAA was just like letting indies dance on you, just style? It's insane, and I love it.
Smash JT just told you. He just told you all the passion is at the indie studios, bro.
Yep.
They got
and
rid
that's
of
why
all
they're
the-
leaving. That's why, like you said, Expedition 33, they left Ubisoft because they're like, fuck this place. I
They
want to
said-
actually be creative and make my game. Like
They literally said we were bored. And so like when you hire, and that's what is it that they were hiring activists, or is it that all the creatives were leaving and so they had no choice but to hire the activists? I don't know. But either way,
chicken or the egg, which one?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
If you want
Two
some
things can be
irony,
true.
you know, it's amazing because Expedition 33 was formed by former Ubisoft developers who left, and Ubisoft just recently got caught stealing art too.
Yep.
They stole the flag design
So-
from the Sekigahara Corps in
Yep.
Japan
Sword.
for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the sword, amongst other things too. They probably did like
That's
3 or
right.
4 in
They
that game
did
alone.
that.
So is it
So-
that is it that a lot of these people, a lot of these creators were maybe they were demanding more money, maybe they was demanding more rights, and they were doing this copy and cut because Ubisoft been making the same game with a different name for years, right? And
Right.
so they took a gamble. They said, "Listen, we don't need you guys. We can train because we're blowing up." Remember, gaming started blowing up with the microtransactions and the expansions and stuff. And so with all the money floating in, they're like, "Hey, listen, we can train people to do what you do." So they let all the more experienced and more creative people who were passionate about it leave, go and make their own studios. And then they said, "We're going to bring in all these weirdos." You know what I'm saying? All these millennials, these Gen Zers to replace you, and it's backfiring. Maybe I don't know.
I think it's interesting because I would want to know how long this person knew about this. The artist. I don't know if they just found out. Because I find the timing to be ironic. Because the game's about to come out in it was supposed to come out in 4 months, right? Something like that.
They delayed all their all their marketing push for all this stuff. They even delayed like the betas and stuff.
Yeah, because
they're
people
probably going to delay this game to next
people
year.
were asking them. They were answering, the fake questions in the chat, which we're going to get into in a second. They were answering fake questions about gameplay and whatnot, and most of the answers was, "Yeah, we have plans. We don't know right now, or maybe we'll do this." Maybe there was a lot of no direct answers to the point where people were saying in the chat, "Bro, your game's about to release in 4 months. What the fuck you mean you don't know? What do you mean you don't know what's going on? What do you mean you don't know whether or not you're gonna do X? You should have answers for they had answers for nothing, and your game's coming out in 4 months." So that brings me to the next question. I'm gonna bring up another screen. Delay or no delay? We thinking the game gets delayed a year or so?
It has to get delayed.
Real quick, before we talk about delay, because I see a lot of people in chat saying "Oh, they must have used AI to cut art and whatnot." I was like, no.
Nope.
Don't try and pawn this off on
This
fucking
is not
AI.
AI.
This is intentional human shit. AI is all this is color swaps to existing art. That's not AI. That is 100% human.
You know,
yeah.
You know how you fix this and you make this problem go away is you make it right with the person you stole from. You go over and above paying them a shitload of money to make sure that they do not sue you. You hire them on as a consultant for your company and tell everyone we have fixed the problem. This person now is hired on by us, and this game is moving forward, and they are working with us now. That is the only way you can fix it.
No. I don't. Well, maybe for Ubisoft they may think that, but if
No, not Ubisoft.
I mean, not Ubisoft. I meant Bungie.
Man,
they're like the
Ubisoft keeps
same
catching
company at
strays
this
from
point.
you tonight.
Because
Damn.
he's playing games while he's talking.
They're playing. They're pretty much the same thing. But no, I don't trust that because this company absolutely holds animosity towards you for not coming to them. Remember, we just got Nintendo, who basically made a new changes to their terms of service to where you're required to go to them and you can't sue them anymore. They hold animosity for this. They absolutely hold animosity towards Anti-Rail for coming out with this.
Yeah, but their back's against the wall right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't trust them. If they hire you, how you think they're gonna treat you within the company?
Oh no! I mean, they're gonna pay you a guaranteed contract. Hire you.
Why would
And it's gonna be a lot of money?
A company that stole from them, bro. Like, why would that make? I saw people saying they need to hire the artists, and I'm like, why, bro? Like, why would you want to go work for a company
that stole from you?
No.
Right.
Hire them
Fact.
on as a
Fact.
consultant.
I wouldn't do that
Why would
either.
you
They
wanna
just stole all
consult
your
for a
shit.
company that stole from you.
No.
You don't
Hey,
Smash.
money,
Don't build
money talks, man. If
They
they
hire
have
you,
money-
they swoon you, and later you come up missing and none of us know it.
I agree. I agree with
What if this company
Atreus
came to you
here.
and they're like, "We got a deal for you. We're going to pay you a $5 million sign-on fee,
They
and
stole
you
your
will be-
shit.
and you will be signed, and you will be in the credits of the game. You don't have to do shit.
They
Dude,
stole
you
your
should know better
shit.
than anyone
No,
else
they
here.
stole it,
Don't
but then
you
you get right. paid when it got found out. Would you say no, Kata? Would you say no to that?
Yes,
would you
I
be
would
like,
say no.
5 million?
Yes, I would say no.
I would.
If I felt I
be
could get
honest,
more
let's be
money
honest.
suing you,
Let's
yes,
be
then I
real now.
would say no.
This is like what
Let's be
5+
honest.
year old
One
art.
at a
What the
time.
fuck is this old ass art doing anyway? If you don't make money off of it now, then don't be crying in your tweets saying, "Oh, I'm tired of not making any money for this." That was what they were saying. They were acting like it was broken in their tweets, bro. You either take the
That's
money.
fair, but I'm not going to make excuses for Bungie stealing their shit, though.
Yeah, nobody's making excuses for Bungie stealing their shit. But we're talking about art that's been out there for years. If you don't collect money on it now, then what the fuck is
No,
the
I
point?
disagree with that, Jake. I
Look, if you've been working on your art, like if you're an artist, you want to cash in at some point in time on your art. If you've been making art, and somebody like says, "Hey, man, I like your art. Yo, your art looks pretty good." You want to cash in on that. That's the problem. You want to cash in on that at some point in time. And so, how do you say no? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you say no to?
I mean, I feel like
somebody
everyone
coming
here's
to you
talking a
and
big
saying,
game.
Like, yeah, here's
the company
$5 million.
comes to you with $5 million. You'd be like, "Fuck."
You have to separate
Trash.
business and personal, and that's
You
just
gotta
straight up business.
understand-
You were done dirty business wise, but it's business nonetheless.
You gotta understand, Smash is arguing this because for $10 and $5, he'll go wee in his chair. All right, so
I agree with Smash.
so
Smash
5 million
should-
sounds real good to him. He's gonna say yes.
I
No
mean, I
matter what.
showed my foot the other day for a red boy. That
Exactly.
Hey,
$100
look at
bucks.
Kata gave the.
Yo, y'all be acting like y'all got $5 million and you just tossing that shit around like it ain't nothing.
No, what I was saying,
If you got
is,
bread
I
like that,
feel-
like you got money like that, okay, yeah, sure. But a lot of people don't have money, especially if you're a struggling artist. You don't have bread like that. You
no,
just don't.
What I was saying was, if I feel I can get more suing you than taking $5 million from you, then I'm saying no.
If that's
Well,
the case,
there's always a negotiation. Like, all right, how much you want, bruh? You know,
you go
how
to
much
the
you want?
negotiation table, you talk to a lawyer. The lawyer presents the possibilities. You take that to Bungie and you make a deal.
I think y'all are insane if you think that it's going to be anywhere near the millions. Bungie's going to try to get away with this.
If it's nowhere near the millions, this is a loss.
Guaranteed.
That's a loss.
Right?
guaranteeing
Exactly. Yeah.
They
Yo,
need
Smash
to,
is
they
right.
need to
If it ain't- if
overwhelm this chick with money. With
I mean,
like,
they have
you
a
ain't
pretty,
talking
it's
millions.
pretty solid, easy win. It's they admitted. Oh, for the people in the chat, by the way, who's saying maybe it was AI, they admitted to doing it. Like
Yeah,
they
they did.
admitted. Artists
That's
did
off
it.
the table now.
So AI is off the table. Like that's not even a discussion. We're not talking about that. Like they admitted it. So which was interesting to me.
Yes.
Because you would think that legal would not tell them to admit it.
It
but
was
I guess
too
because
egregious.
it was so blatant
It
that they
was
couldn't
so
deny it. So
It was
now
so
they're
good.
trying to go the other route of, well, we're going to do the right thing. It was somebody who doesn't work here anymore, which
Yeah, of
nobody
course.
believes, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, that was always fishy. I mean, they're used to this, getting away with this shit. This is like the fourth time now. They're used to this shit.
The fifth.
Exactly. And people who don't give a damn, you can't do deals with devils. Smash, you should know this better than anyone. You invested into a project and the guy told you to go fuck yourself. You've been stabbed in the back in the past. That
I have.
artist would no doubt be stabbed in the back by Bungie, who has a track record of being
who stabs in the back?
backstabbing thieves.
Oh man, I have some business deals gone wrong in the past.
Yeah.
My good
I
friend.
call it the Amico disaster, Atreus. Search that
Yeah.
up. You might find some
You and
things
everybody
out.
else. What I will say is that I think what this is going to be is this is going to be a one-time offer to try to effectively silence
A
this
gag
person.
order.
It's gonna be anywhere between probably 50 to 100 grand for universal rights to the art that they already stole.
No.
You saying no? I guarantee you.
Bungie is
Because
going to do that.
here's
for
what it
sure.
is.
That is
Bungie-
pissing in
Bungie's
the
gonna-
ocean with the money. They spent $3.6 billion for Bungie, and they
This
built
is a
this
company
game
that
off
stole
of this
art. You really
design.
think that they're fucking
Exactly.
they're cheap, bro? Come on,
They're not cheap.
They're going to
$3.6
offer
billion is not
$100,000 at the max. They're going to be like, listen,
They
take
are not going to try to
$100,000
give
Yes,
her.
they're absolutely cheap. We were just talking about how they haven't paid the
They are-
previous
okay,
artists they stole
Okay,
from.
here's the thing. They are cheap, but this is an instance where they can't be. That's the difference.
Yeah,
Man,
this
they
is
still
guys,
haven't
you have
paid
to
the
understand.
previous artist they stole from after a year plus.
Do you know that person's name? Do you remember that person at all? Because I don't personally. This went ultra mainstream, and this holds the balance of their next major project.
Mhm. Hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars have been funneled into this game on top of billions of dollars for the studio purchase. They
Can I-
need to make this work. They
Can I
can't
say
fuck
say
it
one
up.
thing? Let me say one thing. This artist has openly admitted they're poor. Number one,
Exactly.
all right,
Yep.
by
Exactly.
that's their
They'll
words,
take
just
anything.
nobody else. So they've shown to everybody that they will take anything. I guarantee you. Bungie's lawyers knows this. Bungie is going to set a one-time offer. They're going to put it on the table. I guarantee she takes it, and they're going to make her make a statement saying that all is well, things have been made right, and everybody's going to move on. I'm telling you, if you think it's going to be millions of dollars, you're out of your mind. It's going to be $100 grand at best, because they're going to be like, listen, $100,000, we get universal
$100,000
rights.
is nothing in 2025.
It is when you are a poor
Nothing.
fucking artist who
Exactly.
just admitted that you have nothing.
Exactly.
I guarantee you, she's never made anywhere close to $100,000 on her
But here's
art.
the thing. Here's the thing. She could turn this shit around. If they come to her with a bullshit ass deal, she could turn this shit out, make another tweet saying, "Hey, they're undercutting me after stealing my art. I'm starting a GoFundMe to sue them."
Thank you.
I don't know.
And it'll go viral.
Hypnotic
to
is
this-
right. Hypnotic is right. They're gonna come to him with a bullshit offer, but I'm going to court. I'm going to court with that bullshit offer. I'm not taking that. Hell no. Hell no. I could get more from you. I could get way more from you. All right.
I can
Hypnotic is wrong. They're
guarantee
gonna
that.
come. All right. Hypnotic is right. They're gonna come to him with a bullshit offer. All right. They're gonna try that. That's their own. They always start with the bullshit. All right.
Of
But then
course.
they come back and so I think they're gonna come to him with bullshit, and then they're gonna, hey, you want to negotiate this?
This is
shit?
not going
Or
to
you
a
want to go to
courtroom.
court?
This is not going to a
Yeah,
courtroom.
this
is
is
going to be
going to a
handled.
courtroom.
This is it's not.
100%.
I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be
I
handled
don't think
outside.
so. I
Not
know.
at all.
I agree. I think they will settle no matter what. This
They
will
will
never
settle, yeah.
reach it to a court.
Well,
They'll
they're
never
gonna
reach a
say
court.
they're gonna say show us you got the balls to take us to court. That's what they're gonna do.
100%. 100%.
Because I already said what Cassie was saying, I could guarantee. I mean, if I can raise 60K against Alyssa, this
Yeah.
person could raise $500,000 against Bungie.
Do you think that would
instantly.
make Bungie back down if they see that a massive fucking GoFundMe?
I don't think it would make them back down, but I think they know that they fucked up royally. They might act all tough, like, "Oh no, we got this," but they know deep down
Okay.
they've already been.
JT,
brings
what's,
up
what's
another
the
question.
settlement amount, man? What's the settlement amount then?
It's got to be at least.
What do you think?
Oh my
It's
god!
gotta
At
be
least I was gonna say like 2.5 million, 3 million minimum. This is literally the game.
Out of your mind.
It
has
has
to
to
be
be
in
in
the
the
Well, hold on. What are you
What
asking?
did we say? Flow
Wait,
Rider
wait,
just
wait,
settled
wait.
with. Oh wait, Flow Rider just made $82 million off of
That's
brand
music. That's different.
Oh,
he was making money off his music. She wasn't making money off her art.
Listen,
Remember,
Bungie,
Smash,
Bungie has
pronouns
lawyers.
in, pronouns in bio, path of least resistance type of artistic creator, tough on the surface, all style, no substance. They'll probably bend the knee and take the money.
Bro,
Most
listen, Bungie has just as good lawyers as anybody else, and that has multi-millions of dollars.
Sure.
I
Sure.
guarantee that the message that was sent out there, the admission went through legal. It had to, right? So legal said that it's okay for that to go through. If you think these guys don't have some form of way they could bury this woman or go through some sort of loophole, anything, they have something. But at the very least, of course, everybody wants to settle it out of court. They see a poor artist who's not making money, who has admitted that they're poor. They're going to give her a one-time decent offer for any normal human being. And again, just like you guys were saying before, do you not think $1, $2, $3 million is a lot of money? For $100,000 is a lot of money for a lot of people. So don't be surprised if somebody like her would take $100,000 or negotiate their way up to $200,000 or something.
Especially
to
depending on
walk
what her
away.
life is right
No,
now.
women don't even negotiate salaries in the office. You think
They
she's
don't.
gonna
That's what I'm
negotiate?
saying. Like that's not. I'm telling you,
God
man.
damn
This
it.
is
Stop making
there's gonna-
sense.
There's going to be one conversation that's going to happen.
You're
behind
making
closed
very
doors
good
with
points.
two lawyers.
Yes, you're making
Hers-
very good points. I'm not arguing you. I'm just saying this is one of those situations that I would not be shocked if there is a ruling that is insanity where people be like, wow, that's a lot of money. Like, because this is crazy. It's
I'll
the
beg
entire
you an
aesthetic
even
of the
more
game
interesting
restored.
question. I'll beg you an even more interesting. Okay, so think about this.
Mhm.
So let's say she gets an offer, right? She says no, and then she's like you guys said, they start to GoFundMe or whatever. Let's say she raises $500, $600, $700,000. What's the chances a woman who is super poor that now has access to $700,000 actually takes that money and goes sues Bungie with it?
She'll stab you in the back like
But
a
here's
fucking.
the thing. I got to put back for you, Hypno.
I think pretty good because there's even
according to the rules of GoFundMe and everything like that, there's loopholes around that.
Well,
I think
I
pretty
mean,
good still, though.
I mean,
gotta push back for
she
you,
may be
Hypno.
poor, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have a job and isn't like you would assume.
I'm
that
not saying she's fucking homeless, but you know what I'm saying? Like anyway. I get it. Trace, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I got to push back for you though, because I'm mainly on your side. But what if she consults with a lawyer who pretty much says, well, they already admitted to guilt, so they know they're going to lose the lawsuit. Why would they ever want to take it to court? It doesn't matter about.
I agree.
It doesn't matter about whether or not she has the balls to do it. If she even speaks to a lawyer, they're going to say you're going to win. So it's just name the dollar amount.
This is like
I think she should get a lawyer immediately. That's 100%.
It is the easiest case. Like there's no reason why you wouldn't do it. Just take them for everything.
That's
that they
why I'm
have.
asking what the dollar amount is. What is the dollar amount?
Well,
in this
there is a
situation?
reason you wouldn't do it because do you want to go through a multi-year legal process in order for you to get potential money, or do you want to take money now and be done with it?
And that's what I'm saying. It depends on where her life is. If she
fucking Smash JTs in like what, a year into your
we're
lawsuit,
we're approaching a year so far, and
you haven't even got past the fucking motion to dismiss yet.
Yo, if you're a struggling artist, like this is it. This could be it for you. You could make your mint right now if you're a struggling artist. So what is your money? What is your number?
Hold on.
What is
No
the
one
number for
has
this
brought up
situation?
location because we're all throwing numbers out 100K, 100K in fucking LA, nothing. 100K in fucking Alabama, that's life changing. Well, we also got to know where this artist even is.
Right. No. So that's a great point. Like, what is the number for this artist? The artist might have a different number than what we got in mind.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You got to be careful too, because the way they admitted it was worded that way for a reason. They didn't admit that they stole it by the current people who are there. They admitted that someone who used to work there did it, and it went past their checks and balances. And once they found it, they are now trying to address it to try to look like the good guys in front of any potential lawsuit that might come their way. So they worded it in a very specific way for a reason.
Good point. And they also read from a piece of paper with a statement. They didn't just talk about it. So you're right.
It's the same
you're right.
statement. It's already all been through their legal system. So they know exactly what they're doing. And this is why I'm telling you, it's going to be a one-time offer. They're going to be in the same room, one-time offer, and she will take it. I will bet money on it. I
don't know anything about this person, so it's hard for me to know what they're going to do. I'm just saying that this is a lottery ticket.
You know something about this person. You know they're poor.
One at a time.
True. I heard them both, and my point still stands. Is this is a lottery ticket with potential infinite money behind it, and it's one of those. You're going to get something if you take them to court. And that something will probably be equal to whatever maximum amount they're going to throw at you right away. So I think it would be very dumb to just take what they throw to you. That's just my opinion on it, though, especially after what they've admitted.
I don't think anyone's arguing whether it's dumb or not. I think they're arguing whether or not the person would do it based on their situation, based on the little we know. Here's what we know. Female, starving artist. What do we know about women? They don't negotiate for shit. What do we know about artists? Most of them are retarded. They good art and shit, but they ain't got the fucking.
But when it comes to law, if they get a good lawyer, the lawyer might represent them and be like, "Hey,
man,
I know what you're thinking, but here's what you probably should do."
A lot of retarded leftists believed in street justice, social justice up until like a few months ago. Now all of a sudden they back to the legal system. So
right.
Plus, to be fair. She cannot claim that they profited on anything from her work because the game's not even out yet. So they haven't profited anything. They haven't made any money off
No. I disagree with that.
I'm saying in terms of arguing for a bigger payout based off how much the company might have made from it. Now, you can argue intent because they intended to release the game based off that.
But what about pre-orders?
Also, what about Sony?
I guess pre-orders
money?
count.
Like if Sony said, "Yo,
are pre-orders
here's $50
live?
million
Live,
to
right?
start the game." Like, there's $50 million they already got.
Yeah.
And they could also speak to the projections and expectations for sales too. I don't know.
Yeah,
If
that's what I'm saying. You can speak to intent. You can speak to,
Yeah.
okay, well, we know it might do XYZ based off pre-orders, whatever. You can speak to
And to
that.
be fair, the way court works with how long it takes, by the time it gets to that point, they'll already have sales for it and they'll know.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
But
I
a
mean,
game,
here's what we do know. You don't look like this unless something bad is really happening.
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you.
I
I'm
was just
telling
about
you,
to say
he
the game
knows.
was going to
knows.
crash regardless, right? Because
Yes.
aesthetically and the way that it looked, it was getting crushed. Arc Raiders came out a week later with their little beta and completely crushed this game. So it was already cooked. So now we know that you're stealing shit. You're done regardless. So I mean,
Yeah.
they're in a lose-lose situation. If they don't pay the
Bro,
artists as much as they need
I
to,
got a
they're
devil's
cooked.
advocate question though.
I mean, if they drop it again, they're still cooked. Like it's
I got a
ridiculous.
devil's advocate question.
Mm.
I mean, Power Worlds kind of stole some shit too, so niggas was playing that.
No, they didn't.
Atreus, you really think that like Concord 2.0 was gonna make any sort of money?
No,
when
I'm
even
saying,
fucking
okay, hold on.
Doom
Let
is
me preface my question then. If the game was good and people went through this whole plagiarism situation, do we really think gamers would not play the game because they stole assets?
Oh, it's not about gamers not playing the game because it's still assets. That's just you're making the leap that gamers are going to play the game to begin with. When motherfucking Doom Dark Ages,
I know
flopped,
I am making
we got
that leap.
Concord
I'm saying
2.0,
if the game
like-
was good, if the game was good is what I'm asking. If the game actually turned out to be good, do you think gamers would actually care that they stole artwork?
I think gamers give a fuck.
Okay, that's
Dude,
what
you can tell me like right now that the next Legend of Zelda game steals assets. Be like, I'm gonna fuck. I like Zelda. Like I want the artists to
I
get
think
paid.
everybody's
I hope
answer
they
is
get paid. I
gonna
hope
be
Nintendo
that.
pays them, but I'm gonna still play motherfucking Zelda.
Yeah,
Like,
that's between the artist and the fucking company. That's not, the gamer only cares about how good the game is. But there are a lot of people that are going to, just out of principle, whether it's temporarily or permanently, they won't buy it out of principle.
Yeah,
Some
sure.
people, not everybody. There are some people out there that are like that. But again, you can argue: is it a high amount? Is it a low amount? See, the issue is that this game was not going to be a mainstream game anyway. So any customer you lose is going to be detrimental. That every one customer you lose is huge. You're not a fucking Monster Hunter. Like you're not going to pull in 1.4 million concurrent. It's not going to happen. So every customer counts. So even if you are only losing, let's say 50, 100, 200, whatever, that's still 200 monetizable people that you could have had in your player base that you desperately needed. And also too, in terms of Power World, it's not even close to the same, bro. Like Power World, yes, obviously there are some creatures they have there that are heavily inspired by certain, creatures that are in Pokemon. But again, it's heavily inspired. It's not one-to-one copy. It's not like they have this is as if Power World had a fucking Mewtwo in their game and it called it Mewtwo. Because that's literally what they did. They put in a graphic with the fucking person's logo. They put in a graphic.
The Mewtwo name was faded. The Mewtwo name was faded out a little bit.
Yeah, no, it says the graphic says Adelph Logistics Company or whatever. It's the same. It's literally a 1-for-1. That would be if they took the Pokemon and put it in Power World. It's like, yep, that's Pikachu. No, you can't do that, obviously. So
This is the face of a man who is completely and utterly fucked. The face that inspired a generation of gaming.
Inspired.
Yeah, this is rough, man. I'm telling you, I have like 8 screenshots. This was the best one of just all the different kind of looks.
And you watched? How many of you guys watched this interview? Because I watched this interview.
I watched the whole thing.
My goodness, was this guy squirming and knowing that everything that was resting on his career is just gone to shit.
I actually thought it was honestly extremely unprofessional because the way that he was acting on the live stream. This is a live stream.
It's like not taking it seriously.
Not at all. With customers that are in your chat. These are customers, right? These are not just like random fucking fans. Like these are customers. These are people who are saying, I want to know more about your game because I'm most likely going to buy it. There was people in there absolutely trolling them. Yes, you could see the plagiarism makes me a god just comments nonstop 24/7. But you can also see comments in there from people that wanted to know more information. And this motherfucker almost never spoke, was constantly looking down or at the screen or on his phone or whatever. And he always looked pissed. There was even some comments, I think, towards the 40-45 minute mark of the live stream, closer to the end, where they were saying like, "Oh yeah, Joseph looks real excited to be here." Like people were catching on to the energy because he was putting it out there. Look at his face. This is the face he had for 80% of the stream. You know, aside from the beginning where you had to read the legal letter. So these are your customers, and you're out here not even bothering trying to save the last few customers that you have that are interested. You're
Game
just
devs
projecting
don't give a
your
fuck.
anger and your energy out there because you got caught.
Game devs don't give a fuck. That's why they're game developers and not business people. They're fucking retarded.
Yeah, facts. But if you have your customers in the chat and they're looking to spend money or ask more questions about your product, you should man up a little bit. Bro, you will only live for an hour. You mean to tell me you couldn't hide that shit for an hour?
For an
You
hour?
really
That
could.
live
You really
stream should have
couldn't.
never been green lit.
What do they tell you? They tried
Yeah, they
to
should just
probably
put out a video.
No. But I think they tried to. I'm sure they did because they wanted to show gameplay clips. They wanted to show everything, and the live stream seemed like it was kind of just randomly done. The audio was terrible in the beginning. The setup was horrible. They kept having issues. It's almost as if they weren't prepared. So this is a really prime example. It's like, bro, leave your shit at the door. Like when you're at work, you guys hear this all the time. I'm sure they tell you leave your personal problems at the door. Leave that shit at the door. If you got yelled at by your bosses, you got in trouble, whatever the fuck, leave it at the door. But this guy didn't do it, bro. He's on a company live stream representing this product, and he has all of his personal shit on his face. Like all of it. He's not hiding anything.
Well, I think he knows how bad they fucked up. And it's kind of really hard
Or he
to
knows
hide
how
that.
bad he's going to be unemployed.
Yeah.
He's
This
done.
is gonna follow him and stick to him for forever. Like this is you can't.
It's a bad rap, I'm sure. Did you guys hear all the awkward silences in the stream?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was so weird.
There was like
with them
15,
bringing up the
20
fake
second
questions.
gaps. Yeah, it's because what they were doing was they were reading questions that they already had pre-prepared, but I'm sure they were told not to say anything outside of what the questions were asked, because people were saying like this conversation feels so unnatural, like almost as if these guys never met each other, and it's because they can't talk like they normally probably would have. This entire live stream was legally held down by, I'm sure legal was there, like probably guiding them behind the camera, because there was multiple people there, you know, behind the camera, and one was asking questions and the other was setting up the stream. So I don't know, it's pretty bad. But back to the question, I don't think anybody answered it. Delay, no delay, and if so, how long?
Delay for sure. They have to
How
delay
long?
it.
I don't know.
It would have to be to 2026. I don't know
It depends on if they reach an agreement with the person, so it's hard to forecast that. I don't know.
How about don't release it?
Damn.
What's that?
How about don't release it?
Cancel it.
Well, they have
It's
to.
delay
They
for
have
that.
to release it.
I mean, releasing it is just going to be as worse as canceling
If
it.
they release
Made
Concord,
by
they're releasing
stolen
this.
assets from the makers of Halo and Destiny.
The bad thing about this is charging what $30 or $40 they said for it is everyone knows it's going to go free to play. So what you're doing is paying for early access to this game, and nobody's gonna fall for that shit. They're not gonna. It's such a broken sales model. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, what they're smoking.
Did they actually announce a price for this game yet? I don't think they did.
said it's not
Yeah.
going to be a full price game, and estimates were somewhere between $30 and $40 for it.
Didn't Jason Schreier say that? I think 40 bucks. Was it
Can't
him?
recall. I thought it was Paul
I think it was
Tassi.
him.
I
Oh,
thought
maybe
it
it was Tassi. You're right. I'm sorry. Maybe it was Tassi. My bad.
I mean, are they pretty much the same person?
So
Right.
yeah, you're right. So let's say there is no settlement. Delay, no delay.
No settlement. There's a delay. There's
How
definitely a
long?
delay.
How long has this game been in development? Since 17, 16, 16?
Long time. At least a
Wait,
year.
what? No, I think
Way
longer.
more
No,
than a year.
let me see.
At least
How
a year.
long
Like
has Marathon? 4 years. The game has been worked on over 4 years. It began around 2019.
Up with Sony in this shit.
well, wait, that's 6 years.
Yeah, 2019. But
at
keep in
least
mind,
a year.
they started development in 2019. This artist made this art in 2017.
Fucking hell.
So
The
since
cook.
the beginning of this game's inception,
They-
they've had
it
had
predates it.
access.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep. That's
All right,
hilarious. I love
final thoughts on this clusterfuck that is known as Bungie.
I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised if Sony fires this guy.
All right,
Yeah.
Not
that's yours.
surprised at all.
What else? Anybody else?
Let's
Yeah.
play. Instead of playing this game, Should probably play Arc Raiders because that looks like it would be a lot more fun anyway.
You would say that shit. Atreus?
Yeah, free Tory.
Free
What the
Tory.
fuck?
Nice. Cassie?
Real quick, who the fuck gifted me this game in the chat?
Oh,
This
no.
fucking game called Carnal Instinct, an
Oh, no.
adult RPG where you enter the world of Cebu as a slave. Who thought to gift me this shit, motherfucker?
They meant to gift that to Kata.
Yeah, wrong person, I guess.
You want to hear something funny? So I got gifted a game as well. I do have a name, Benjathan. And the game he gifted me was Fuda, Fix, Dick, Dine, and Dash.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to know.
You know, it's the same
Dine and
motherfucker
Dash.
too.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Benjathan. Thank you.
Put that motherfucker in the goon log.
Goon log. Although shout out to No Hearts Left. He says, sorry for the lateness. Congrats on the marriage, Sheep City, and then gifted me for some reason after congratulating Sheep. Darksiders 3.
It happens.
God damn, like, bro, at least if you're gonna gift games, at least make them good games. They don't have to be expensive games. I prefer the, small little fun experiences. But god damn.
He also gifted
If I get
Blade,
gifted one
Blade
more
Chimera.
foot game, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna react.
Blade Chimera. What is that? Never heard of that. Oh, it's a Metroidvania style game with demon hunters and demon hunters and demons. Cool. That looks different.
Somebody gifted me. I think the game was called Hitler's Feet or some shit like that. It's ridiculous.
Hitler's Feet.
Wow.
You serious?
That might not be the actual name of the game. It's something like that.
That's insane. Final thoughts. Sheep, DA. What are we thinking?
Look, the only thing I hope is that the artist gets properly compensated because to me, that's the main thing. These artists, they put a lot. Look, I'm a writer. I write, and I want my work to be properly compensated. If I do a book, or if I do a movie, or if I do a video game, or whatever I do, I want to be properly compensated for that. All right. And these artists not being properly compensated for the work that they're doing, that's the problem. All right. It's such a bad situation. And the thing is Hollywood, video games, AAA gaming, they have not taken care of these artists, the people that they get all of their creativity from. And so I hope that the artist is taken care of. That's my main thing. As long as the artist is taken care of, I don't care what. Look, Bungie can do whatever they want to do as long as they handle business. All right, take care of the person that you got all of this work from and you stole from. You stole it. Let's be honest, you stole it, but at least you took care of them, and you gave them proper compensation for what it is that they gave you. All right, they gave you a great look, whatever the case may be. Give them what they deserve. To me, that's all I'm looking for. So as long as they get what they're getting, I'm good.
Pretty fair, pretty based. Sheep.
All that the sympathetic stuff, that's all well and good. I'm the kind of person, I'm so anti, corporal that I'm just happy seeing Bungie fall again. I'm happy seeing a lot of these major companies fall, like primarily because they think that they have a monopoly on people's entertainment. They think they have a monopoly on what people consume, I guess you can call it. It's like it's Bungie taking an L, Nintendo's taking L's, Sony's taking L's, Microsoft and Xbox are taking L's. Everybody, all of the major players are taking L's because they've lost touch with their audience. They've lost touch with who got them there in the first place. And I'm over here just laughing my ass off because you got people just out of the fucking woodworks. You got the Valheim crew, you got the Power World crew, you got the Expedition 33 crew, like all of these people who are just like these small knit group of people who are just passionate about what they're doing. Toby Fox, another one, just very passionate about what they're doing, and they're getting their names out there because the people who we used to trust, a lot of people are waking up to the fact that they never give a fuck about us at all. Like they never give a fuck. They just said money, money, money. That's all they wanted, and there's never any give back. It's always give us. And I'm just happy seeing them take these L's. Now, will they dwindle down to those crazy ass Was it journals company that just closed down? Was it IGN? Not IGN, but
Polygon.
Yeah, Polygon. Like if
Polygon
they
didn't close down. They got bought out.
Oh, or bought out. Well, it was another one like a couple years back. But like
Giant Bomb shut down and then they bought themselves out.
Yeah, if they Polygon themselves, I will laugh my ass off even harder. That's where I am right now. Like go to fucking hell, Bungie. That's it. That's my statement.
I'd say that's accurate.
It's valid.
Any other final thoughts? Everybody
PC.
This fucking guy.
Cancel marathon.
All right, fuck that game. So let's get into the next topic. This is gonna be a good one. I think this is more up DA's alley. He should have fun with this. We got Ironheart. All right. Now listen, Ironheart has been making some people very famous online.
Oh God, here we go.
Some people. It even got them jobs at other organizations that they're gonna quit this organization that's not an organization for. But
retards talking online and one of us gets all the money.
Ridiculous.
Fair. But to be also fair, I would spread out the money and donate to you if you were monetized. So I'm trying to get you there.
Bro, I have a Streamlabs. I would prefer you throw it to Streamlabs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
I
swap the shit out all the time.
You want to throw it back to Streamlabs, huh?
Damn, I suck.
It is what it is.
I'm sorry.
I ain't sweating it like that. It is what it is. I appreciate it though.
All right. Well, with that being said, we're gonna talk about Ironheart. Ironheart, brand new trailer. Shout out to X-Ray Girl.
No, I'm sorry. The Iron Negro.
Iron Negro.
Brand new trailer.
Shout out to X-Ray Girl.
Shout out to X-Ray Girl.
I'm
Did
feeling
she rate
so
us or she just hanging out?
from like the OG days.
And by the way, X-Ray Girl,
ragged
he
on
was
Disney.
not
Trey,
with
shut the
us.
fuck up, Mister gets all upset.
He was
When
not
people
with
interrupt
us.
and interrupts me. Go kill yourself. Yeah, no. Talking
yo!
about the nostalgia of SNH when we used to only rag on Disney. Look at that, man. The throwback days. All right, now continue, Atreus. I give you.
Wait,
the
I'm
floor.
curious.
You have
What happened with X-Ray Girl, Atreus?
No,
I'm just
what
saying,
he meant to
was
say
not with
was
us.
that guy was not with us. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't.
Okay. Well, shout out to X-Ray Girl. Much love.
We
to
didn't
you.
mean to be weird in front of you, is what I just heard.
Basically.
It was somebody. It was somebody else. He was
Basically.
valid.
But in any case, let's talk about Ironheart, Atreus.
Oh, before we do, I want to say thank you.
It's my third
X-Ray
try
Girl.
now.
My bad. I just want to say thank you to her because she sent me and the lady a gift for our wedding. That
Nice.
shit's fucking useful as hell.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
double-sided
shout out.
or like?
In a way, yes.
Oh
Got
my
it.
god.
It's a douche.
I'm glad all y'all dirty-minded motherfuckers caught on to that real quick.
Yeah,
Look
because
at
I was
Smash.
talking about a fucking mop, you idiots.
Oh no.
JT, what you doing?
You don't want to know what I
I'm
was
eating
thinking
dinner
about.
over here, and I was just like, yo,
Oh, okay.
what?
Mods, if you could do me a favor, please. I forgot to do this earlier because I'm just my brain is like, I apologize. Can we please? Can you link Will the Fans? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Is it?
And go
Yeah,
for his
Give Send
dad.
Go.
Can we please link Will the Fans? If he was here, I would have remembered, but I forgot. I'm so sorry. Can we link Will the Fans Give Send Go in the chat, mods? And if anybody's willing to donate, please to that. I tried. For some reason, I'm getting an error. I don't know if it's currency related, but I'm gonna figure it out. But if you could, thank you, Piranha Pout. Link Will the Fans Give Send Go. His dad had a really bad thing happen to him, so trying to raise some money to help him out to the best of our ability. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, for the
Hey,
fourth
guys,
time.
remember that money will
Son
end
of
up
a-
getting converted from that nice American dollar to the Philippines, so
man.
it'll go really far.
It would. I was gonna donate. I think it was like 50,000 or 100,000 pesos. I think that's like $600, $700, some shit like that. I don't know. I gotta look. But anyway, for the fifth time, Ironheart, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a brand new TV show that everybody's looking forward to. It's gonna be a major success.
Are we
No, it's probably
actually
better.
watching the trailer?
Hell
You
yeah.
can watch it. Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Watch
real quick.
I ain't
I know
seen it
this is
yet,
like the
so.
fifth time you're trying to talk about this.
So Ironheart is looking. Go ahead. What's
It's giving me an error 404, and it's the direct link that Will sent me. So I don't know if it is down
You
or
see?
what.
I'm telling you, I get an error too. I don't know what's going on with that. I gotta ask him if you're able to help him with the link. If it works for you, please consider donating to him over me tonight. That would be perfectly fine. I would appreciate it. All right. So Ironheart. Now, this show. Where do I even begin? So everybody is super excited over it. You know, it's being talked about like crazy. I'm going to use Ubisoft words right now. The community sentiment is positive, very positive right now for this TV show.
Is it going to be a return to form?
It's definitely a return to form. Some
Return to
form.
form.
I don't know what form, but some return to form. And keep in mind, guys, like I make fun of this stuff. You know, I absolutely, you know, think it's hilarious. But I do not consume Disney content. I know there's people out there that still do, and that's fine. Some people are in this panel. That's fine. I'm gonna let them speak more than me. But for me, it's like fucking Disney shows.
Sparrow watch it for sure.
I have equated my. You just say my boy. Who?
Me and my boy Jack Sparrow.
Oh, I don't know why you said Ben Shapiro. I was like, what?
I thought you said Ben Shapiro.
I'm like, you getting that big? God damn, I need to fucking charge you.
Hey, that was wild, brother.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He said, I didn't know you get that big. Wow. That's
I did not say that.
You was getting that.
Nobody got look. Jack Sparrow is the name of the game at this point, man. When it comes to anything coming Disney, man, it's all about the going merry. All right, we going married.
That's crazy.
Johnny Depp.
That's crazy.
Over.
Anyway, enough of the gay stuff. So, anyway, no, seriously. So, you know, for me, I don't really care personally, but I do laugh at it because, you know, I used to watch these TV shows. As a lot of you guys know, I used to do TV show reviews, and I just couldn't do it anymore, bro. These shows are so fucking bad. I just completely checked out. At least with a bad video game, you could do funny shit in the game to make it interesting and laugh at it.
Yeah.
You can't do that on a TV show, bro. You're along for the terrible ride that is that show from beginning to end. But in any case, it's fine. So every once in a while, I check out the trailers just to remind myself, like, yeah, you know what? You made the right decision. And this is one of those trailers. So before we go into the trailer, anybody who plans on watching it, I know probably Kata.
Oh yeah,
most likely.
Oh yeah,
Da,
day
you
one.
watching it?
Day one.
Oh show.
Yeah. So what do you? I'm gonna ask you guys, since this is more of your content. I'm gonna ask you what are you thinking? What's your overall mindset right now about Ironheart? You know, just be honest. Like what?
Go ahead, I gotta take a shot at this one.
Well, I thought he was about
Look,
to say
this is
relax.
This is pure.
Oh my god!
DEI.
Hold on. This guy said iron food stamps.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
He said
I'm
iron
sorry,
lace
DA.
front. Thank
I'm
you
sorry,
for these
DA.
jokes. I'm
Go ahead.
stealing them, by the way. I
Go
already
ahead,
know
DA.
this.
All right.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Look, it's what we thought it was going to be. All right. This is a show that's been sitting on the shelf for 3.5 years. All right.
True,
they made
true.
this movie or I'm sorry, TV series, and they
The
left
Iron
it on the
BBL.
shelf. Bruh, this is what we're expecting. This is going to be on the Acolyte level. This is going to be on the Marvels. This is going to be some of the dumbest shit that Marvel has ever done. And I'm here for it, you know, because again, we know how bad this series is going to be. We know it. We anticipate it. All right. We've been anticipating this for 3+ years. Whenever they drop Acolyte, or excuse me, I'm sorry. Whenever they drop, it's just
Ironheart.
like the Acolyte. There's really no difference between the Acolyte and Ironheart. Whenever they drop it, it's going to be shit. And so we're expecting it. And yeah, it's going to be what it is. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to covering it. I'm looking forward to walking through it. I'm looking forward to having streams about it. I'm looking forward to making a lot of money off of it because that's exactly what happened with the Acolyte last year. That's literally what happened with the Acolyte. It was going to be dog shit. We knew it was going to be dog shit. We're going to cover it. We're going to walk through the dog shit that it is. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make fun of it. Look, they throwing Ryan Coogler's name right out front because they know how shitty this movie is, or excuse me, TV series. They know how shitty it's going to be.
And of course, they threw out Wakanda Forever right away.
After the release of Sinners, with Sinners blowing up, because like he produced this shit or whatever, and that's basically Ryan Coogler threw some money at this, then fucked off, and then Sinners blew up at the box office. Like we got to put his name fucking everywhere. Like
they know that
were
it's
so desperate to put
trash.
Wakanda Forever right there on the front.
So we
Yeah,
got to
the
throw
lesser
Ryan
Black
Coogler,
Panther movie.
Wakanda Forever. We got to throw all of this stuff out there ahead. Like we didn't even see the character of Riri Williams before we saw Ryan Coogler's name. We know that this is trash. All right. So what we expected, I'm all in, man.
Did you not understand that Riri is short for retard?
You gotta play the sound. You gotta play the sound.
I got a
You gotta
buddy,
play the
you know,
sound.
I got a buddy that does like a lot, same that we do is sort of quote unquote like anti-woke content, shit like that. And I was watching his stream last night. He's like, I'm gonna sound real woke right now when I say this, but y'all realize that this show is about her like getting together with a group of criminals and stealing what she needs for the Ironheart outfit. Like, can we make it do better for Black women? Like,
I've been saying this shit for the longest fucking time, like since she first made her appearance in 2014 in the comics. Like this isn't something new or somewhere around there. I don't fucking know. Nonetheless, this shit's not new when it comes to like, you know, longtime comic book fans, especially Marvel fans. Like this bitch's whole fucking upbringing in the comics was, I want my teacher to oppress me. And this is her in elementary school, by the way. And then she gets to high school or college or whatever. She starts stealing shit from her school to make what she wants. And then she holds herself at a higher level than fucking Tony Stark. No, she's not better than Tony Stark. She's nothing more than just the quote unquote replacement of Tony Stark. That's all she'll ever be. That's all she's going to be known for. I don't know.
Again, think about it, Sheep City, and you're talking about what they're saying, playing right into the victimhood narrative. Oh, they all look at me as a criminal. They look at me as a criminal. So I'm going to lean into the criminality of it in order to build myself. It's like, what? Genius. Why are you doing this bullshit? This is Marvel at its most woke. Okay. Everybody lock in. This is Marvel at its most woke. All right. They've never been woker than they are with Ironheart.
Let me
lock
push back
in.
a little bit.
This is going to be a fucking ride. I'm looking forward to this.
I'll be right back. So keep the conversation going. Here we go. Go.
Let me push back a little bit. I don't.
What is there to push back on, Atreus?
Yo,
what the fuck is there to push back on, man? This is Marvel on woke steroids right now, bro. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go from there. They have gone all the way down the darkest path that they can go down when it comes to this shit. This is dumb shit. This is stupid.
Let him push.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Go ahead. I'm gonna listen.
Leon, let Atreus push back first. Cállate.
Push back, Atreus. Pause. Push back.
Hold on, I gotta play this.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
There's nowhere else to go. They can make her trans. DA.
Let me let it ease in, and then I'll push back.
All right.
Hey, yo, what
the fuck?
I hate y'all, bro. God damn it.
Right. Fucking gay
You
ass.
stupid bastard.
Fucking
retarded. I mean,
hurry up, man.
Atreus Riri.
No, I don't think. Up, man. Hurry the fuck up, bro.
I don't think this is. I don't think this is Marvel at its wokest because I think that was Eternals, like me personally. But I also think that you don't think them having the black man.
Eternals wasn't even necessarily woke.
I mean, wasn't this in the tank like years ago around the time of Eternals? So this is like leftovers from that time period.
Can I
Continue?
Eternals was literally all about diversity, equity, and inclusion. They also had a scene that they propped up about a black man kissing a white man. So when we're talking about woke, I mean, this is just a black woman stealing. It's allegedly supposed to be better than Tony Stark. But also, I also think that there was an internal war going on. You heard the rumors about Kevin Feige wanted to Batgirl this thing, but I guess Disney wouldn't allow it or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't be surprised if certain things were cut out while it was on the shelf of for those 3 years. But also, I mean, there's a lot of ignorance in this, in that you got a Hispanic nigga playing the Hood. She's running around with a nigga, called the Hood, stealing shit. It's less about being woke and less about just fed out. Y'all niggas is stupid. This is, to me, this is Miles Morales in Asgard. Not quite on steroids, though. Not quite on steroids, because I don't think don't think you can beat Odin and Tim's. I'm sorry.
This is by Odin's fade. You know what I'm saying?
But all right. Here's
Asgard is his hood.
Here's my counter argument, Atreus. In Riri's appearance in Wakanda Forever, she presented herself as young, gifted, and black.
Preach. She literally said to be young, black, and gifted, right?
Woke.
That's
She is
literally
woke
what she
for
said.
I'm not saying that she's not woke. I'm just saying I don't think it's their wokest.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's their wokest. Like, because
I think it's
like
the woke.
there's a difference between wokeness and pandering. Eternals was pandering. That's why everybody had a problem. One of them couldn't like hear shit or couldn't talk or whatever. Two of them were gay.
Is this not pandering? I thought pandering is
this.
No,
this is her victimizing herself.
I don't even think it's pandering because they're not going to.
That's what I'm saying. This is the victimhood. Like she's literally breaking in and stealing shit. In order for her to make her technology and to do what she's doing, she's got to steal it. And they brought out in the advertising, they brought out Robert Downey Jr. They brought out Ryan Coogler because she can't stand on her own 2 feet. So they say, oh, Robert Downey Jr. is her like they got to connect her to Iron Man. She can't be her own character. This is why I say it's at its
is pandering not a component of being woke?
I would say so.
No.
Well, no. I'm sort of with Atreus. So like, pretty much everything woke panders, but not everything that panders is woke.
Oh, there you go. But that's why I say is pandering not a component of being woke?
It is a component of wokeness. I'm with Atreus on that one.
It is. I would say so.
Okay.
But I think the thing that's the craziest part is, yes, the show is pandering, but who the fuck are you pandering to? Because the black bitches ain't gonna watch this. The black chicks ain't gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to watch Riri Williams. They don't give a fuck about this shit. So the dudes that were gonna watch it go like, yo, I don't care about this. And then the black chicks go like, I wasn't watching it anyway.
Yo, cats is lining up already, man. They lining up to watch this shit. They lining up to cape for Riri Williams because she's a black.
Oh yeah,
woman.
like that. Yo, they are like that retard Birdman. Like he's
Birdman's
right.
not watching this
Right.
shit, man.
Exactly. That's the point I was getting to. You're gonna get all these videos, all these tweets, all these people trying to defend Ironheart and Riri and all of her black nappiness and all that other shit. And y'all are still not gonna watch the show.
You ain't sticking down one of these niggas. You ain't sticking down one of these niggas walking around with a fucking.
Go for it, Trace.
No, I was gonna say you ain't seen now one of these niggas walking around with old girl, a shirt with old girl. What's the girl from the Marvels, the black woman? They ain't supporting her. So why should I believe that all of a sudden they're gonna want to watch Riri Williams? I don't believe
they ain't watched
No, she was never in the movie though. She was never in the movie. She was in like Riri wasn't in. Well, yeah, I guess she was. But Tiana Paris. No, you're right. Tiana Paris was like in Black. What was it? The Marvels.
She was in WandaVision when she
was in WandaVision and she was in the Marvels.
Yeah, she got her powers by getting the fern because she's a black chick. That's the only way she got her
basically.
But Trey's a cater. Like, here's the dealio. While no black woman's gonna watch this, Disney's gonna make you think that's the case because they have a bunch of Chinese dudes in content forums making fake accounts like Black Shaniqua Queen or whatever, posting about how much they love this show, and that's where it's gonna look like views are coming from.
Black Shaniqua
Pretty good
Queen
so far. She's getting gas.
Yeah. The first thing
not gonna do
your new hero do, instead of using her genius intellect to defuse the thing so she could get the gas mask,
she does
it's
the most basic shit
vandalizing shit. Yes, very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, it's trash, man. Like this whole trailer, with El DeBarge right here, man. Looking, bruh, this look like El DeBarge. I'm an older dude. I don't know. Y'all don't know who El DeBarge is. Go look up El DeBarge. That's literally this guy, man. But look, this whole trailer right here, to me, it signals that Marvel and Kevin Feige, all of these guys, they're playing into the race politics because that's all they got left. They only got racial politics left when it comes to all of this shit. This is trash, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Riri Williams is not a likable character.
Not at all.
I've never
None
liked
of them
her.
are.
I've never liked her. Not in the comic. Look. I didn't even watch Black
Agents,
Panther: Wakanda Forever. She is not a likable character.
And Black
She's not
Panther
likable,
Wakanda
man.
Forever, all she does, she comes in, she's like, yeah, I'm young, black, and gifted. Let's go find my knockoff Iron Man suit and then kill some cops.
I mean, what is surprise? Like,
what is that,
like,
man?
This
He gets
whole
Shuri's mother killed.
I
This
wish I was lying, but I'm not.
It's like you're literally playing into the black stereotypes of I gotta steal shit. It's like, why
If
are
I
you
make
leaning
this
into that
movie-
shit, Marvel? Like, I'm gonna
Now,
steal
we-
all of
we-
my
to be
technology.
fair,
Like, okay,
DA.
so she's typically, black girl stealing shit. Yeah, sure, of course.
Didn't they start this with the Batgirl TV show with that trailer? Isn't that the same shit?
DA, that stereotype exists for a reason. I've been watching Atreus steal all of Kata's videos ideas lately. Like that shit exists for a reason.
Wow. Black on black crime is crazy.
That's absolutely
What?
not fucking accurate. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
But I mean, imagine leaning into that, right? If you're Marvel, imagine leaning into it. It's not like, we want to, kind of get away from the stereotypes that a lot of people put out there. No. We're going to lean into that shit. Like, that's fucking crazy, man.
I'm so mad that you think that I don't know who DeBarge is. That's insane.
That's
you don't know who El DeBarge is? Go back.
No, I do know who
He's
El
the dude
DeBarge
from
is.
the group DeBarge, right?
Bro, he's the dude
Right,
from
yeah,
the movie
yeah,
and
El
intro,
DeBarge,
man.
man. I
Rhythm
like
of
it,
the
man. Go
Night,
back-
Last Dragon. How do you not know who DeBarge is, bro?
Come on now.
It's one
Rhythm of the Night,
great-
one of the best songs ever. Come on.
All
Fucking
right, all right.
awesome.
Wouldn't go that far, but it is fire.
Yo, bro, looks like it.
Oh,
like,
thanks, guys.
you literally casted DeBarge as the
No, he does
villain.
look like DeBarge.
To
He
me,
does
that's
look like
funny,
DeBarge.
man.
Yeah.
But
But anyway, continue.
Can we talk
No,
about
Kata
this
was
part
saying
in the
something.
trailer real quick?
Can we talk
About
about
how, because I forgot to put this in my video. She goes, I want to build something iconic, right?
Iconic.
Because, I guess that's how you want to be seen or whatever.
She's got to do it better.
Which is, how are you going to say this is our hero when you're starting out with, like, selfish means? With Tony Stark, the reason why he became Iron Man wasn't because he wanted to do, I want to be known as the best hero. He's trying to atone for the bad things that he did and tried to do right. She's not trying to do right. She just wants to be, I just want everybody to know who I am. That's narcissistic. That's not a hero.
You're
That's
waiting
not
to
what
be
makes you
acknowledged
iconic.
for your greatness.
Yeah.
Bitch
it's
is
just bullshit.
19. What greatness?
When you
Even
need
funnier.
acknowledged for your greatn's, you're at MIT.
What's even
Yo,
funnier
what's
is
crazy is
Not only
but
is she at
that's the problem.
MIT, she exploiting white niggas to do that hard work. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is
Police,
garbage,
police,
bro.
come,
Oh my
please, please.
You know that same mindset is the mindset that all the most famous assassins had before they killed someone super famous. I'm just saying, brother.
Oh, 100%.
I want to be
I wanna-
iconic.
I want to go ahead and add to the fact that good luck creating an iconic Iron Man suit because Tony already made like all of them.
Yeah, I
Literally.
want to be iconic by taking something that somebody
Tony
else
made a
already
fucking
did.
army, bro.
No, she can't.
Something that
she
somebody
can.
already
She
did.
Wait,
Like,
wait.
you
But she
already-
can make one. All she has to do is give the iron suit a fucking BBL. It might be iconic. I ain't gonna lie.
Stop. Okay. All
Get
right.
this
All
shit
right.
outta
Get the
here.
fuck
I
out.
had- I had
No,
to kick
Anybody
like-
trying to see Iron BBL?
Like
I
the thing
don't
is-
want to know
it's
what that means. I don't.
like Tony shit was so fucking on point that this man fucked up, made Ultron, and then created zombie iron suits by proxy. Like that's how good this nigga is at what he does. And you're gonna
Hey,
sit
but
here and talk about some fucking iconic.
Did you ever think about the fact that Black Girl Magic?
That's the wrong person.
Oh
Person
yeah, that
perspective.
explains it all, man. Black
You
Girl
don't
Magic
understand, man.
explains everything.
She was born
You got Black
iconic.
Girl
That's what
Magic,
they
you
want you
got-
to
you got the
understand. Just for simply being black, she was born iconic. So anything she does is immediately iconic.
And
Yeah.
we
God,
forgot
your
about
melanin
Mephisto.
count is not
She invented
over
Wi-Fi, bro.
9,000.
She invented Wi-Fi, bro. She iconic, bro.
I'm honestly surprised her suit is not black and gold. To be honest, with you.
Oh
Eric
my
Cohen, that's
God.
right.
No, forget in Black Panther emotional manipulation, her suit had cornrows on it because
Yeah.
the blacks.
Nah,
See,
that's
look,
cap.
and look,
It's gotta be cap.
Look,
No,
look,
it's not.
this
It
is
had,
why
it had
everybody,
No,
cornrows on it.
It did.
everybody be wondering why is there black fatigue. It's because of this type of shit, man, because they just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And it's like, yo, give us good characters and don't try to push all of the racial agenda bullshit, man. Just give us good characters, because the black fatigue shit, there's a reason why there's black fatigue. All right. And a lot of people don't understand it, man. All right. Let's get honest about it, because you keep pushing it in our face. We're tired of it. Okay. Everybody's good. Everybody's cool. Latino, black, white, Asian, Korean, whatever you want to say.
There's not that
Everybody's
many
good. Why do you have? Well, okay, maybe not Koreans, but
Look at them cornrows, bro.
Smoking like
I'm
a
sorry,
true
maybe not
Puerto
Korean.
Rican.
Nah, I'm fucking around. But
Look,
Smoking
Trace,
like a
look.
true Puerto Rican. Yeah, she had
Look,
cornrows.
cornrows.
I didn't even pick up
Why do
on
we
that.
have to keep going through this shit? Look, man, we are tired of this shit. Okay, stop trying to push racial agendas on us. Let's let everybody be everybody. Let everybody be good. We good. Okay, we got a lot of love for a lot of people. Let everybody be good, man. That's the thing that pisses me off, man. Is that we keep pushing racial agendas into Marvel. Why is Marvel pushing racial agendas, y'all? Come on, man. This is fucking
Because
stupid.
Marvel's part of Hollywood.
Message.
It's
all part of the
stupid, man.
same.
Did you see the bullshit on Pedro Pascal this week?
Yes.
Well, let's finish Ironheart
that.
first. Let's finish
Yeah,
Ironheart
let's-
first
we
because
gotta-
let's go back to DeBarge really quick. Let's continue.
Barge is still crazy.
Oh wait,
Yes,
pause it.
no.
Wait, go back. Go
What am I going back to?
Please look at her non-binary friend's face. Hold on, right when they come through the gate.
She got that real strong
No,
masculine
not her.
stance.
Not
This
her.
one.
That one.
She looks
That
like
one.
Michelle Rodriguez, the trans edition.
damn.
What the fuck,
She
bro?
looks like
crazy.
What
she
the
looks
fuck
like-
is
What?
that?
This
What
is
is
not
that?
Rodriguez.
Demon.
Holy shit.
It's Pat.
Yo,
Oh
I
my
didn't even notice
God.
that
Why are
shit.
they standing like that too?
Because
I don't know.
Bro, what woman you ever met in real
Pretend to be
life stands
something.
like this? They wasn't like a 300-pound dyke. Seriously.
What
Cassie don't
the
even stand
fuck?
like this, bro.
I knew it was coming.
These girls are standing like their shoulders are the widest on the planet, bro. Come on, man. What are
Look
we
at
doing?
that
Bulldog
forehead,
with
dog.
that
God damn.
Yeah, it's like this
Damn.
spells no personality, so I had to turn trans. That's
How much
literally
you
what
want to
that is.
bet her character is I'm gay? How much do you want to
You
bet?
ain't got no choice to be gay if you looking like that, bro. You
No,
ain't
it
got
is-
no
it's
choice.
not.
You gotta be a fucking woman, a fucking dude, man. You ain't got a choice at that point.
True.
Not wrong.
Look at the way this
Yeah.
dude's looking at them. He's like, what the fuck? You can't
Oh,
see his face,
yo,
probably.
this thing pissed me the fuck off. How are you in a high security location with no fucking gun? How the hell you don't air their asses out immediately? Get the fuck. I hate when shows do that shit.
I hate when
in
they do
LA.
this. Like before
Oh,
the
yeah,
fight
you
scene,
ready?
they gotta look at each other and do the whole like head
Yes,
nod
let's
thing
go.
while standing
Yes.
like men.
You don't know that move? That's the lesbian sync.
Look at this. The fifth.
Wow.
Lesbian stink.
They look like they're about to do the fusion dance right now. Fucking
Hell no.
crazy.
They look like goats in trunks, to be real.
Like,
Bro,
you
they're
ready, go
buffer
Ted?
than the dude. Look at
I'm
them.
ready,
They're
Trunks.
buffer than the dude.
They are. But that's because she's the stance. She's broadening her shoulders in a very unnatural way. You know she don't stand like this in real life.
Not at
This
all.
one might. This one might. This one definitely don't. This shit is crazy.
Oh my
Wait, hold
God,
on. That looked really weird. That looked fake almost. Give me a second.
It's so fucking it's what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Ooh,
not depressing,
CGI is looking bad, bro.
demoralizing. It's so fucking demoralizing just seeing like the shit that you grew up with reduced to this.
Why'd she get a derp face when she kicked the guy? You guys realize that? That's got to be CGI, right? Really bad
It's
CGI.
gonna be a stunt double, bro. They
That
don't
too.
even have the same face.
They don't. Her face is like squarish.
Is
Y'all
a stunt
niggas-
double have an extra chromosome? What's going on here? I don't understand.
I mean, if you look at her core part, then yeah.
Y'all complain
Are you-
about this. I hope y'all ready for Denzel Washington as Magneto.
Bro, don't start.
That's
man.
right.
Don't
No, they're
start.
saying Daniel Day-Lewis.
Don't
Yeah,
start.
Daniel
I
Day-Lewis
like
would be a
him
better pick,
better.
honestly.
I hope neither one of those happens.
Or Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah. He's too he's too good for that shit, bro. He's been
No, they-
retired for how long?
Michael
Are
B.
you talking
Jordan
about
is
Coleman
Cyclops.
Domingo?
I'm just saying.
They said
Bro,
Coleman
fuck
Domingo is
outta
going to
here.
be Professor X.
I love how the guy is falling backwards before she even kicks him. It's
Yeah.
great stuff.
Wow.
It's great
Girl
choreography.
power.
Acting.
So they say Mephisto's going to be in this, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Played by
It's
Scott
already-
guarantee-
that was-
I guarantee
that was
you-
months
Get
ago.
leaked?
That was
I
3 months
guarantee
ago.
you, the hood is Mephisto.
Nah.
No,
That's
I
fair.
guarantee you
Let's
he
bet
works.
money.
I don't think the
No,
hood
they
is
already
Mephisto.
we already know who Mephisto is. It's the dude
Yeah.
from Borat.
Yeah,
But I'm-
Borat.
But when he
Yeah.
changes into Mephisto,
No,
I don't think
Mephisto,
I don't think
I
that's gonna be
guarantee you
Mephisto.
it's gonna be Mephisto is making him do all these things because we
Mhm.
can't
Yes.
have a mixed race or other race dude doing bad things. So it's Mephisto making them do all these things. I
Yeah,
guarantee
Mephisto
you.
is
What's
a-
Riri's excuse for stealing shit?
Because she's black.
She's young, gifted, and black. That's her excuse.
God,
She has no excuse.
Hey,
She said it herself.
How come, like all the time, they always got the nerdy black girl trope, and it's always the same look too.
Bitch stole my glasses.
I couldn't tell you.
It's the same. This looks like Piranha Pout with glasses.
Bro, you don't just sit there like that. Yo, it's about to get on your ass.
Nose ring spotted.
That was uncalled
without the
for.
nose ring. Without the nose
She is never gonna let you live that down. I hope you know that.
You know how uncalled for
Let's
that
just
was?
be honest,
Ryan
man.
just defended it. That's crazy.
Look, Marvel don't have the creativity left anymore, man. The first
No, they
3
don't.
phases was great, fucking phenomenal. After that, they lost everything, man. They lost everything off of them first 3 phases, and there's nothing left. All right. So all they can do at this point is reboot. That's it. If they don't reboot, it's over. I don't know why you would continue with this universe.
They got to take at least a decade off because at this point in time, it's not a superhero fatigue that people are tired of. It's a Marvel fatigue. It's a
Yes, exactly.
People don't
They could
realize
take
that
5
was
years.
that was the point of the comment. But anyway, that's fine.
Oh, got you.
No, they
But,
could take a 5-year. They could take a 5-year hiatus. They should have did that. They should have honestly. They should have did that.
I don't know, man. I
It's
do
a
think
specific.
it's superhero.
I think it's
fatigue.
a specific. It's a specific brand fatigue that like people are tired of. Like people are tired of seeing Star Wars shit. That's why Andor is really good, but people aren't watching it. That's why, like
Andor is not really good. But go on.
At any
Oh,
rate,
God, here goes
like
bad take
that's
Leon.
why
I agree with
like
Leon.
people went to go see Thunderbolts and they were like, yes, Thunderbolts is pretty good, but look at it, it's tanking. Like it's people are tired of specific brands. They're tired of Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and shit like that. They keep popping up with new movies nobody asked for, nobody cares for right now. It's not Endgame level. It's not the characters they knew from like 08, 09 going forward to like Endgame and shit like that. They don't care about these characters. You haven't done anything to give people a reason to give a fuck about these characters. That's why people are tired of the shit. Like, what are you doing? Just step back, do something new, do something different. You don't have to rely on like, what was or you don't have to tear down what was in order to build something new. Just let what was be the legacy and then create some new shit. That's
I get
all.
what y'all are
See, the
asking
problem
for.
is they don't have actual connections to the originals. Like the people that are the people that are making Marvel now, the cast that are running Marvel now, they don't have any connectivity to the original comics. All right, they don't care about the original comics. They're just building off of what's popular, and that's the major issue. That's the
I get
major
what
issue.
y'all are asking for them to take a break and all of that, but Disney didn't spend all that money on Marvel to let these niggas take a day off.
Oh, I know.
It's not gonna happen.
I know.
So and me personally, I really don't think it's Marvel fatigue. I think there's a combination of a lot of things going on, including I think people really underestimate how much this generation is growing up with streamers, even watching people like Hypnotic. I mean, think about it. It's Saturday night. Niggas could be out watching whatever newest movie in the theater, and they sitting here watching Hypnotic, for crying out loud. So I think that takes a cut into it. And then also the shit that they're putting out is just not shit that people want to watch. Period. Even if the Thunderbolts is a good movie, I can see people saying, "Oh, okay, it's a good movie. I'll wait till it comes out on streaming." You know what I'm saying? It's not an event. It's not really anything that people want to go and be excited for.
I mean,
Nah, that's real. That's real.
I saw it last week and I enjoyed it. It was.
I mean, it's a pretty solid movie, and it wasn't something that I would want to see in IMAX. At this point, I'm like IMAX for nothing.
I hear you on that. I guess the counter to that is like I was talking to my wife this morning. I'm like, what should we do today? What should we take the kids to? And we're looking at the movies. I'm like, shit. There's nothing we could take the family to except that movie right now. But we already saw that movie, so I couldn't go again to it.
Smash. So let me tell you, I'm gonna catch some heat for this. Later this week, you know what comes the fuck out? The Lilo and Stitch live action remake, and it actually looks
fuck
good.
outta here.
It actually looks good.
See, my issue at this point is I'm not giving any money to Disney. I don't give a fuck how good. I don't give a fuck how good your movie is, how good it looks, or whatever, how faithful it is. At this point, I have no trust in Disney as a product provider. They burned me too many times for me to go, okay, I'll try again. No, go fuck yourself. Much in the same way that, like, I'm not going to buy it, and it's going to be a spin off to like, video games again. Pokemon. I'm not buying another Pokemon game because I've been burned over the last fucking decade on shit that I never asked for. Why would I want to do it again?
That takes conviction, Or some people will be like, "Oh, Lilo and Stitch. Look at this CGI Stitch. Oh my god." Get that shit out of here, man.
Kata's an idiot, so I'm gonna respond to this.
Kata, you can convict these nuts in your mouth, nigga. This shit.
Hey, yo.
It looks like shit. It looks like more nostalgia bait. It's not even a live action. It's a very expensive CGI movie. And they're trying to get you to get into the film. Even though they've been shitting
live action movies.
Stop giving money to people that fucking hate you. I will
Listen,
never
Kata,
understand
answer my
that.
question. Are the
I will
Sonic
never
movies
understand
live
it.
action movies?
Listen. If you
No,
are
Sonic is not a live action movie
Yes,
because
the
that's
fuck
another
it is. Just
that
because
is
you got
another
CGI, it
very
doesn't mean it's
expensive
not live
CGI
action.
movie.
If it's shot live,
It's
you can add
it's
CGI.
another
It's
live
not
it's
action.
another very expensive CGI movie. That's what it is.
Man,
Because if it was live action, it wouldn't be CGI.
I ain't never telling nobody how to spend their money or none of that
I
shit.
am.
Like that.
Stop spending money on
Hold
people.
on. Let me speak, nigga. Nigga get 20K and think he can speak over everybody. Let me speak.
There we go.
This nigga. Anyway, all I'm saying is life too motherfucking short, and the nigga's dick is too long to be out here missing out on shit I want to see. Because
You gay, man.
Hey, yo, what the
You gay.
And I'm gonna tell you something about that. You're gonna give them money. You're gonna give them money to fund the next thing that's going to be trash. Okay, you need to stop giving these people
Cyrus
money because they
Nightshade is
don't
100%
like
correct in the comments. He says, "Get off YouTube if you don't want to give money to people that hate you. YouTube motherfucking hates you, bitch, and you on here making money off it.
Exactly.
Like, don't you
Exactly,
do money
nigga.
like that, you
Wait,
can't
Kata,
back
aren't
up.
you watching Ironheart?
Who said I was using Disney Plus?
I'm also not on YouTube right now.
Who said I
So
was
you-
using Disney Plus?
We talking
So,
about.
so you're gonna be out here pretending.
I said multiple
You're
times
gonna-
that I'm using my boy Jack Sparrow. Like when I went to see Thunderbolts, you thought I
Yep.
paid for that? I paid for Sinners.
I went to
Yeah,
India
he
for that
admitted
shit.
to it. He admitted that he had to do what he had to do.
I
I
paid
sailed
for
to India
Sinners.
for that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not giving these niggas money because the next thing you go, oh my god, look, Lilo and Stitch, this is so good. Then they're gonna remake fucking Aladdin 2 and make his dad fucking gay or something like that. No,
Also,
man, we're not doing that.
wait.
What does that have anything to do with you though? If they make more
guys.
trash, that's just more shit for us to make fun of.
One at a time. One at a time.
Hold
Come
on. Counter argument. If somebody's making money on YouTube, that's not them consuming. That's them making money on YouTube. They work for
YouTube's
you.
taking a cut of that, and you're doing it to a platform.
Yeah,
that
you're
hates you. They
paying.
already
You're,
said they don't
you're
like
giving
right-wingers, they
YouTube
don't like-
money. What are you talking about?
You're getting money from YouTube. That's what.
And they're getting money from you.
Okay, so what are you talking? There's no loss.
Don't
There's
act like
no-
no
there's no-
motherfuckers.
No.
I send other super chats and shit like that. So okay, yeah, maybe I'm making money on YouTube. I also send you motherfuckers super chats. So guess what? I'm
Okay,
giving
so-
money to
so-
somebody that hates me to
So
support
are
my
you
homies
making
as
money? Are you making money to watch Ironheart? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
if I'm
what
making
saying.
content off of it. What are we talking
No.
about?
No. That's a different. That's a different situation. Are you making money just watching it alone?
No.
No. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
No, it still doesn't matter, but I want to watch it. But that's not even the point.
I was talking about you, Chief. I was
That's
talking
not
about
even the
Kata. Like
point.
you said,
That's not even the point that I was worried
you're not
about.
on YouTube. You're not on YouTube. So this is about Kata saying stop giving money to people that hate you. Motherfucker, YouTube hates you. They don't like right wingers.
But that's not even the point. That's not even the point. Who cares? There's so much
care.
content out here. It's so much content. Whether a nigga makes it, you act like if we don't give them the money to fund the next Aladdin movie, that the movie that they make alternatively to that won't be fucking trash. Either way, it's the people that's making it that's trash. So it doesn't matter if they're making an Aladdin remake, a fucking Princess Tiana remake. It doesn't fucking matter. Whoever's making it are the people that's trash. So regardless of whether or not they make an Aladdin or something completely new, it's going to be fucking trash because the people who are making it are trash.
I
Dude,
said
yeah,
this the
Made his
other
money.
day.
They don't fund it. Yeah, I mean, that
You
doesn't
gotta
refute my
support
point
the
at all.
good products
It does
and not
refute
the
your
bad.
point.
That doesn't refute my point at all.
It does
Because if you're
refute your
still
point.
giving them money,
look,
if you're
let me
still
say
giving them
this.
money to create the next thing, you are still funding people that
Bro,
don't
they
fucking
already
like it.
have the money to make the next thing. They're a
And
multi-billion dollar
see, this
corporation.
goes into a conviction fucking argument because you have all the fucking power. Y'all keep forgetting that. The only reason these companies have the
nobody's
money
arguing
is
that,
because
nigga.
people are okay. So why are you arguing the fact with giving them
That
more
wasn't
fucking money?
my argument. My argument was that you keep pretending like if you don't fund one movie, then the other movie won't get fucking made.
You can, nigga. Am I stupid or something?
That's right,
Is
it's
that not how
not
that works? Is that
What
not
are
how
you
that works?
talking
If
about?
you give somebody
You
a
was
fucking
literally just
All right,
saying.
all right. Here's a perfect in between.
Sinners just
All right,
came out and they made a fucking profit. If they
guys,
didn't make a
Wait,
profit,
wait,
you
guys,
hold
I
fucking
up.
have, I
won't
have
make
to
a
refer
sequel.
to a Hodge Twins
What are we
quote.
talking about here?
Refer to a Hodge Twins quote. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now I gotta go, y'all. But much love to you guys.
Cassie,
There we
thank you
go.
so much.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
you.
Real quick, Benjathan redeemed himself by actually gifting me Everspace 2. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And Fear the
Respect.
Clown, a good homie, gifted me Horrors of Hell. Thank you. I definitely actually will try it out because it looks fire as fuck. So thank you guys so much for being so kind. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of the stream. Much love to the chat.
Oh yeah,
Much
Cassie.
love to DA. Keep holding it down out here, brother,
Very much.
with the wisdom. Hell yeah.
Appreciate
And
it. Appreciate it.
yeah, go check me out on Cult Classic Cage YouTube, Goonerfist YouTube, and Mario Kart on Twitter. Because I just got one of my biggest haters. We're celebrating one of my biggest haters getting suspended on Twitter.
I
It was
saw
awesome.
that. I saw
Hell
that.
yeah. The one person that was like, yeah, I'm the one that got your original Twitter nuked. And it's like, yeah, less than a year later, I already eclipsed you in followers, and you're now yeeted off of Twitter. Good luck with that, bitch. Like, anyway, peace out, y'all. Much love.
Shout out.
Later.
Really quick. So I mentioned I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before on Hypnocast, because somebody made the same comment about don't give money to companies that hate you. And I always tell people, do what you want at the end of the day. But if you dig deep enough, everybody pays money to some company that hates them. Just so you're aware. The whole don't give money to companies that hate you. I guarantee you, if we dig deep enough, you gave money recently to a company that hated you, because I know you played Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I haven't, but
Yeah, I didn't pay for that.
Okay. So what
Look,
about other
let me
games
say this.
that from companies that hate you? Did you get all
Look,
of them
let
for
me
free?
say
Every
this.
single one?
great.
It depends.
I'm sure there's companies out there that you disagree with, right? That you still use their product every day.
I'm talking about directly funding a company that you know for a fact.
Correct.
Every
does not
company
give a fuck
hates you.
about I'm talking about
Everyone.
directly funding a company that you know for a fact does not.
There
fucking
is
like you.
somebody at every company that hates you.
I'm talking about I don't know how much more directly I can be. You know for a fact that Disney does not like you, does not like me, does not like anybody else. So why would you
What
fund
I
it?
know is what I said from the jump is that there are companies made up of different people with agendas. And sometimes the agenda that you don't like is winning. The same way we saw Disney just tell a movie not too long ago not to be so gay. Does that mean that they're anti-woke now? No. It just means there's people up top who want to take the company in one direction, and there's people at the top that want to take it in another direction. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. If it's shit that I don't want to watch, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. And like I said in the beginning, the Lilo and Stitch shit looked decent to me, so I'm gonna fucking watch it.
Not only that, but like to add to what Trace is saying, Lilo and Stitch thus far, shit subject to change, ain't out yet. Seems like it's got family values, doesn't have any of that fucking gay shit. They even took away the character that wears dresses. I don't know how I feel about that. Like the male character that wears dresses. Like, you know what? You go there, you fund the shit that actually is what Americana, Middle America, whatever wants. And guess what? When the next new woke thing comes out and it fucking flops, that happens eventually. Disney will stop doing it. Now, you want to talk about other companies and whatnot? Most of these companies are backing off this woke shit anyway because it's been flopping and they don't have the pockets, they don't have the deep pockets to be doing this anymore. Disney's one of the last holdouts that has the pockets to keep doing this. But the vast majority of folk, they aren't anymore. Like Sinner wasn't woke at all. Sinner's fucking great. We've had this conversation. Even Thunderbolts, people are saying it's fun. It's not good, but it's fun. And Feige is like, yeah, or Bob Iger is like, we want to start putting quality over quantity again. Now we'll see if that remains true. We'll see that whatever's on the horizon is on the horizon. But at the end of the day, you pay for the shit that's good. You don't pay for the bad shit, and eventually it corrects itself. Look, I may be an absolute Marvel comic book hater as for the last 10 years, but the Ultimate Spider-Man run out right now is fucking good. And in me supporting that, it's going to get Disney and Marvel or whoever on the right track of making good fucking comics again. Because I do miss reading Avengers and I do miss reading X-Men. Then by all fucking means, I'm going to buy the good shit and make sure the bad shit does not get my dollar.
And I'll end it with this. If your goal is to bankrupt these companies, then don't buy shit. I'm gonna say good luck because I just don't believe you literally gonna shut one of these companies down. We're talking about small studios, maybe. But if your goal is to bankrupt them, then don't buy shit. That ain't my goal. My goal is to tell these motherfuckers what we want and what we don't want. So I'm gonna watch shit that I want to watch, and I'm not gonna watch shit or play shit that I don't want to watch. And if they still continue to do it, they can still continue to flop.
Well, you know what, Atreus? Like, honestly, the balance is like the cast that's watching, they watch us because we'll watch for them. We'll watch the bullshit for them, and then we'll recommend for them. So we'll tell them, hey, this is actually good. You can go enjoy yourself if you're looking for an evening of enjoyment. You want to go and watch a movie, go and check this movie out. This movie is dope. Oh, this trailer, or excuse me, this movie or this TV show is dope. Go and watch it because it's good, and that's where I think the YouTube community really works for a lot of people, because we'll tell them what's good and what's shit, and we'll let them know, and we'll give them our honest opinion. And then when the shit is shit, we'll tell them it's shit. And we'll tell them, yo, don't watch this. This is garbage. Why are you watching this? Don't watch this. This is terrible. Why would you waste your time watching something that is literally not worth the amount of time that you're giving to it? That's what we're for. Okay. So
Right.
we're providing honestly a public service. We're telling the audience, hey, this ain't worth your time, bro. We are watching this for you, so you don't have to watch it. And then you can make your decision. If you decide after we watch it, oh, nah, don't even watch it. Don't even do it. It's not worth your time. It's a famous dude that said, hey, monetize your haters. Okay. The people that hate us, monetize them. So we gonna monetize the haters, the people that hate us, the people that don't like the actual content creators, the people that don't like the audience. All right, the actual audience, the people that built this thing up. We're gonna monetize them, and we're gonna tell every last one of the fans, we don't like you, we hate you. We're gonna monetize that, but everybody else, nah, we're not monetizing you, and we're gonna tell people to stray away from you. That's the goal. All right. We're going to preach to the audience. We're going to preach to our choir and tell them, don't watch these cats, because these cats, they have dropped the ball. They have forgotten the fans. They don't even like us, bro. They don't even like us. They hate us. So we're going to monetize our haters, and we're going to build, and we're going to tell people this is where you should go. And that's how we control the narrative. That's how we control the overall, the scheme. All right. That's how we control the scheme, because we're telling people what they should watch and what they shouldn't watch. Not to say that we are going to be somehow the arbiters of good and bad, but the fact that, if you make enough content, people will love, hey, these guys know what they're talking about. That's what we're looking to do. That's all I got to say.
Well, and final thoughts to add to that, Ironheart, we know is going to suck. Ironheart's going to suck a fat dick. No one's going into that with goodwill when it comes to content creators, at least in our sphere. Everybody's literally going in to roast the shit out of it because we know it's going to be objectively bad. Some like Lilo and Stitch, a lot of folks in our sphere, you know what? There's potential here. And guess what? If I'm wrong and Lilo and Stitch sucks, and whether it's bad or it's full of agenda stuff or both, I get to come out and be like, hey, I got to take an L. This was bad. Like you said, now I saw it, so you guys don't have to. And guess what? Me taking an L, if it is bad, that's going to be entertaining for the audience as well. So not only will Disney not end up making money off the people because I'm telling them my thoughts on it, but the chat gets to have a good fucking time. Be like, Leon, you dumb motherfucker. You gave Disney money. You should have fucking known. And it's going to be fucking fun and funny. So, at the end of the day, it's a win-win for us. It can only be a lose for Disney unless it's actually good. But at least there's good faith behind Lilo and Stitch from what I'm saying.
If I may, I know I said my last comment was the last comment, but as a consumer, to me, I could care less about who hates me. What I care about is whether or not the product is good. To me, this is the polar opposite of niggas asking you to buy their product because they're black. Oh, it's a black business. You got to support us because we're black. No, I fucking don't. Is your product good?
Right.
This is the polar opposite. I'm not going to buy your product because you hate me. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Does I like the product? I could care less. I'm pretty sure I bought plenty of products from niggas who hate black people. I could care less. Does the product help me in my life? Do I enjoy it? That's the only thing I care about. And I've been very transparent about that since I created my channel. Now I support people who don't want to support companies. I would never tell you to go. If you don't want to buy nothing from Disney or Warner Brothers or whatever, I would never tell you to go out and spend your money where your belief system does not allow it. But me, nigga, you got me fucked up if I'm finna see some shit that I want and don't fucking buy it because there's some asshole behind the product that doesn't like me. Nigga, fuck out of here.
Well, you're that's what I'm saying, Atreus. From our standpoint, There's consumers, like the consumers. Let's listen. We're also consumers. I'm a consumer. Okay, I'm a consumer, and there's things that I don't want to watch. There's bullshit. I don't want to watch Ironheart, but I feel like since I'm doing a public service, I'm gonna help you guys, let y'all know that Ironheart ain't worth your time. It's not worth your time. I'll watch it for you. Whether or not you decide to watch my channel or not, that's another story. But I'm gonna watch it for you because I'm gonna make sure that I provide the public service to the group and let everybody know, hey, this ain't shit. This shit ain't worth your time. All right. Don't watch Ironheart. And I'll give you the synopsis. I'll tell you what it's about. And then you can make your own decision. If you decide to go and watch it, that's on you. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to provide a public service to fans because I feel like the fans, everybody that's watching right now, everybody that's on this panel right now has been shitted on by the major companies like Disney, Marvel, DC, you name it. We've been shitted on. All right. They took our fandom for granted. And I hate that fucking shit. All right. I hate that shit. They took the fact that we love some franchise. It doesn't matter what franchise it is. We love a franchise. I see people that watch Doctor Who. I don't even like Doctor Who, but people that love Doctor Who are like, what the fuck did you do to Doctor Who? And I feel like I feel you on that, bro. I feel you because they did the same shit to me. All right, with the shit that I love. So to me, that's what I'm pissed off about. And that's why I started my channel because I'm like, yo, I'm tired of people taking advantage of the fans. All right, the fans are what matters. The fans are what built this shit. The fans are what kept you guys alive when you guys were struggling. All right, when you guys couldn't sell a fucking video game or when you couldn't sell a fucking movie, you had to rely on the hardcore fans. And to me, that's what I hate. I hate the fact that they've taken advantage of us. They bought our franchises. They co-opted our franchises and they turned them into bullshit. It's like, I'm not dealing with that no more. All right. I'm going to come out and I'm going to tell everybody what's what. To me, that's what we got to do. To everybody say whatever it is you want to say on your channels. Fine. Good. Say it. Speak to your audience. But we're going to take these fuckers over. All right. And we're going to wipe them off the face of the map because we believe we're the real strength behind Star Wars, behind Marvel, behind all of this shit. We are the strength. All right. They wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for us. And so that's why I believe, man.
Hey, DA Cook.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Ryan.
Speaking of speaking to your fans, thank you to Demon Carol for gifting me The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
This motherfucker, bro.
It's very kind of you.
Now all he needs is a computer that can run it.
Conversation. Yeah, your computer can't run that shit. I have a
computer that can run it.
No, you can't. I would say, like, in terms of like I said before, with the argument whether you should or should not, I think most people would probably go with I would probably say Atreus' mindset, and the reason why I would say that is because certain movies have proved that, right? Like if the movie is good, most people support it, even if it's from a company that hates you. I feel like Deadpool Wolverine easily proved that, where that movie made well over $1 billion from a company that absolutely fucking hated everybody who went to go see that film. And a lot of people went to go see that film, including a lot of content creators too. Even some that don't even review movies or whatever, they still went to go see that film because word of mouth said it was a really good film. Whereas other films that are absolute trash are bombing because that same word of mouth was going around. It was just the opposite. So people, decided to go see that film over the other ones. And it's because, well, they decided to kind of ignore the whole "this company hates me" thing to go see the film that everybody was saying was good. So I feel like both for you are right in an extent. It's just, it really depends on the situation. I don't think there's a blanket answer for this whole like scenario.
Personally. Ubisoft. Fuck Ubisoft. No, I'm just
not. I mean, both two things could be true, right? Of course, like if you want to go buy something, go ahead. And if you feel like, hey, I don't want to support that company, go ahead. I just feel like me, I don't know. I just couldn't blanket do that. That would be like me.
Did you watch Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh yeah, I didn't pay for it.
So you just never paid for any Disney product? Is that what
I haven't for a while. Okay.
I mean, I can't not prove it. So Take your word for it.
I mean, I have it for a while. I think the last movie. No, it was Doctor Strange. That was the last one. That was the last one I went. I actually went to the theater and paid a ticket to go see that.
Since
movie.
I can't type it in the
You
chat,
bought some Marvel
folks,
Rival skins.
I'll say it on the show.
Yep.
Burn it all down, folks.
I mean, that technically does support them in a way.
No, you're
But
no,
that's-
Brian, you're
that's
right.
more-
That's
that's more
like-
minor though. That's more
Got
minor.
it.
To
I
be
mean,
fair,
he's just trying to find anything to be right about. Sure, you got it.
I feel like
Okay.
honestly,
Well,
like
I wasn't gonna say it because I was gonna type it, but I couldn't type it in the fucking chat, so I'm gonna say it on the show. Burn it all down. Seriously.
You couldn't type that in the chat?
No, I couldn't. That's why I said it. I typed it in twice. Couldn't release it. So burn the
fuck?
fucking industry down. Fuck them.
YouTube is so weird like that. Why can't
They
you
are.
say that?
I don't know.
Gonna be inciting violence. That's why.
Oh, true. I mean, he is white, so
Literally.
that's
Literally.
innately violent. 100%. All right.
This is why
any
folks,
final
the best way to watch your content is to be on the content. If you can't type
any
it down,
final thoughts on Ironheart?
Yes.
Even though we weren't talking about Ironheart for the last like 25 minutes, but any final thoughts on Ironheart? Kata, go ahead. Go for it.
I'll say the main issue that a lot of people have with Ironheart is not just the fact that we got black female Iron Man. It's the context around all of it. Like, we know for a fact that's the only reason why you have this character is because she's black and female. We've seen you do that already. You've done it multiple times, so that's why people are rejected it. It doesn't make people racist not wanting to be pandered to, because if everybody was racist, Black Panther wouldn't be at $1 billion. If everybody was racist, Sinners wouldn't be the most dominating movie in the domestic box office in over a decade. So that's not how that works. People just see exactly what you're doing and they're telling you they don't want it. Like, I saw some dumbass nigga like, oh, if they would have used a white dude, y'all wouldn't be as upset, because they're not doing the same thing y'all were doing with the other thing. If they had all white kids, right, coming up with all these new white characters and they sucked as well, people be like, these new characters suck, right? But the context is, oh, you're bringing them in because of their race, because of their gender, because of their sexuality. That's why it's different. So it doesn't make you racist to see the obvious. That's all I gotta say.
What's your answer to the people who are like, well, she's been in the comics since 2016? What's your answer?
Yeah, she sucked in the comments as well. That's why it failed. That's why it failed multiple times. I saw again. I gotta talk about Birdman because I actually watched his video. So about she had a one shot this year. She had a one shot this year because she has a show coming up because she's being propped up by people because of her race and her gender. Because if you look at her books, they failed. She hasn't had a ongoing series since 2019. And he's like, wasn't it because they wanted to finish? Yeah, it was canceled. He's like, no, they said this was the end of it. Comic people who write comics know when their run is going to end before they end their run, you dumb fuck. That's why it looked like that at the end of the book, because they knew it was canceled based off of the sales of the previous issues. Her books don't sell. The character never got off the ground. And again, if everybody was racist, why would we be angry about the fact that we are not getting Armor Wars yet?
Facts.
Oh, nobody has an answer for that.
Yeah, that's the thing about Ironheart is that it's a series nobody wanted. It wasn't popular in the comics. Nobody cares about this character, and they're elevating her to her own series. Like, why the fuck are you elevating her to her own series? Like Tater said, when you're not giving Armor Wars. Like, we would love to see War Machine. Like, give us that, but they don't want to give us that. Again, it's DEI. This is the ultimate DEI character, in my opinion, when it comes to Marvel. All right.
Yep. You failed multiple times. Nobody likes you.
Nobody
you didn't at every point.
Earn it. Never earned it. Never earned it. Not in the comics. Never. That's my point. Okay. Yep. And they're doing this strictly because they got this idea that this is going to be, this is going to be great. But in reality, it's a low effort DEI race swap. It's really a race swap. It's in the sense that it's not a race swap. It's like if we could come up with an Iron Man and call her Tanya Stark, we would have did that. That's what this is. This is Tanya Stark. This is Tony Stark's black avatar. If you will.
That's literally what it means.
They're piggybacking off of the original legacy character.
You could have said LaQuisha Stark and you missed out on that opportunity.
they're doing a race swap, they're doing a gender swap, and they're saying, boom, we have achieved diversity, which is fucking bullshit. All right.
You know, it's
I'm
funny.
tired of seeing Marvel do this. Go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna do a joke. I was just gonna say all the villains are gonna hear her coming because of that smoke alarm beep that's gonna be in her suit.
It's that low energy beep. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, it's even
But this is my
more
thing, man.
sad.
We've seen
Hold on,
this
really
shit.
quick. It's even sadder because Tony Stark is not even alive in this universe, bro. Dude is fucking dead.
Right.
So like you got this woman trying to be like, I'm gonna make something iconic. Tony's not even there to be sarcastic to her, bro. You're like, bitch, what do you mean iconic? You're doing everything that I did, but worse.
And what,
you know,
what I really
it is
hate
what it
is
is.
the social media smoke that everybody got. Like, if you don't like Ironheart, you a bigot, you a racist, you a homophobe, or not homophobe, a sexist, whatever. They got all the smoke for people that saying this is a shitty character. This is just a shitty character, and they're elevating her for the purposes of DEI. And to me, that's the worst part about it. You know, it's like if you try to come out and say, hey, I got actual legitimate criticisms on this character. I don't think this character is good. I think they're pushing this character for an agenda. Oh, you must be a racist. Oh, you must be a bigot. Oh, you must be a sexist. And it's like, no, the character is just trash. I mean, I'm sorry.
Did you see that tweet? Did you see that tweet? There was a black dude saying, I don't like Ironheart because she's a poorly written character. You don't like her because you're racist. We're not the same. As if white people can't like her because she's a poorly written character.
Oh my god, bro.
And that's what I
That was
hate,
a real
man.
tweet.
Yeah.
And that's what I put in
no,
my
real
video
talk.
too. Go ahead, DA. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna watch this show and you're gonna try to dive into this character, at least have the character be substantive. You don't have a substantive character. All right. You have a ripoff, which is really what you have. Ironheart, Riri Williams is just piggybacking off of Iron Man. She's not a good solid character on her own. And so because of that, everybody that says, hey, this is a trash character, you're trying to come out and say, oh, well, you must be a racist. And that's the shit that I can't fucking stand. I cannot stand that the way the narrative goes these days is if you don't like a character, it must be becomes you have a racist bone in your body or you have a bigoted bone in your body, when the reality is you don't. You just don't like the character. And all of these people have taken over the nerd fandom, and I cannot stand it. This is the thing that pisses me off and got me to start my channel. I cannot stand the fact that you guys think that I or anybody else is a racist or a sexist or a bigot simply because they don't like the bullshit that you're doing with DEI. That's the thing that got me pissed off to the point where I was like, I got to say something.
Ellie's gay, by the way.
I can't stand it no more.
He's gay, by the way. I like that. All right. Here's what I want to do. So we started a little late today. What am I talking about? We were on time. I want to do like 10 minutes talking about Doom. If anybody's got to go, I understand. Just let me know before I start. I just want to talk about Doom and the digital physical fucking backlash nonsense that went through because people are asking about it. And then I'll catch up on super chats. And like I said, if you guys got to go to other streams or something, let me know. Anybody got to drop before we go?
Go for it. I didn't know nothing about it.
I can say for the Doom, but I gotta hop off after that.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. So let's talk about Doom. Enough with Riri, whatever the fuck.
Riri.
So Doom the Dark Ages, people got opinions on it. I finished the game. I know Smash is playing the game. I think Kate is playing the game too, right?
I'm about to start it tomorrow.
Okay. I know Cassie's playing the game.
I just started playing it myself.
You ain't playing no fucking Doom.
Game Pass cloud game.
Oh, that's right. You have the okay. You have an Xbox, right? I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I love
So
how Hypno just assumes like, no, there's no way this bitch playing on PC. But his PC's a brick. Like,
I mean, technically, I was right though. He's not playing on PC. He's playing on Xbox.
Yeah.
No, I'll be a little more accurate here. Xbox app on the PC using cloud gaming.
Ooh,
fancy nigga.
That must be a rough experience.
It is, but I'm enjoying.
All right, that's fair. Listen, that's fine.
I'm
Anyway,
enjoying
so somebody say he's playing the first Doom.
First Doom, I just saw that.
That makes a lot more sense.
I have played
but-
that on there as well.
Ryan's like, we have Doom at home.
But in any case, So Doom, there's a lot of opinions about Doom. But aside from all of that, one of the biggest controversies happening with Doom right now is about the physical editions of Doom. And the reason why it's a big deal is because obviously all the backlash Nintendo faced recently with the fact that a lot of their games are going to be key cards. They're not really going to be, they're going to have like 5 megabytes of data on the card, and then the rest you have to actually download once you plug it into the system. So they're not really physical edition games. They're just like, they're fake cards essentially. Doom is suffering the same exact thing. A lot of people were basically talking about that they canceled pre-orders for the physical edition because of it. So essentially what happened is Doom, if I'm not mistaken, has about 85 megabytes of data on the disc, and then the rest has to be in one massive download when you put the disc into the system. So essentially, you're not actually buying a physical edition of the game. Even though you have the disc, you cannot play the game just from the disc alone. So basically, they went the Nintendo route, which had a lot of people saying, "What the fuck? Like, what's going on with that? Why would you do that?" So I'm bringing up the article here. Yeah, so it's 85 megabytes of data on the disc, and you have to do 85 gigs of download in order to play the game.
Is that 1,000 times more or 10,000 times more? It's a lot more.
It's a lot more. So essentially, people are pissed because you have physical media that's obviously dying little by little, especially in gaming. And when people think to themselves, "Oh, good, I get to have a physical edition of Doom: The Dark Ages," this is not what they're thinking of, right? They're not thinking they're going to get a disc that has little to no data on it, and then they have to download the game anyway. So this is a big problem. It's a big problem for physical collectors and people that like to have physical editions just overall of their video games. So, I mean, what are we thinking about this? Is this going to be the new, I'll ask you this question and maybe we could go into it. Is this how the gaming industry slowly transitions to digital only? Instead of just going straight digital only, like instead of just removing all the physical right away, is this how they slowly start to get people to accept it by giving them little to no data on a physical disc? And then the next round, they just go full digital only. Do you think this is, because that's what I'm thinking, but do you think this is how they do that?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start going that route.
I mean, I could elaborate a lot more. I had a video a couple years ago that dove into the... What's that?
Elaborate, please. Sorry.
Well, I feel like it's an issue that the companies are all facing. That yes, of course, they want to take away your rights and stuff like that. They want to have full control. But the other problem that's facing them is the cost of storage and the lack of ability of these developers to make a cohesive product and keep the storage to a usable amount. It's gotten so out of control that when a Blu-ray disc first came out, people were saying there's no way a game would ever be big enough to fill that.
I remember that in a magazine, by the way.
Right? And then they got to, now there's 2 Blu-ray discs and they're filling both of them. And now they're getting to the point where they're going to need 4 Blu-ray discs to fill. I'm like, their problem is twofold. One, they want the power and they don't want you to be able to sell your used games to other people. They want everyone to buy them. But twofold, they don't have a storage solution financially viable enough to make sense. So I feel like no matter what, it's headed digital and it's going to only hurt customers because it gives us less power by going that route.
But conversely, let me ask this. I'm not really pushing back on what you're saying. But conversely, the games may not fit on these discs, but goddamn it, motherfucker, it costs so much to get expansive storage for your computer or, Lord forbid, your goddamn Xbox. Is that what was the price?
That's not their problem.
Fair enough.
Simple as that.
They don't care. And
their
you know what? One more. I'll do you one more. They sell their own branded storage to make a premium off of it too.
Yeah.
Somebody
I think the Xbox
file
card
sizes.
that was like $200. I think it was just for the card.
Yep.
They're going Series X.
I remember the other day we were trying to guess how big GTA 6 was going to be. Some of you guys were like 200 fucking gigs, or
I was gonna say it's probably around 200. I wasn't here for that conversation, but I was just gonna say around 200 would be my guess.
I fucking hope not. It's that much. That's ridiculous.
I forgot who said what I'm about to say. I know somebody in the industry said it. Some like bigwig said it, but basically he admitted to like what Smash is saying, that a lot of modern day developers are so focused on the game design aspect and having no time to complete that most of them forget about file compression and trying to
optimize
fit everything into, you know, an optimized state.
Yep.
You know, it's unbelievable what some of these games. I still remember when I saw, I don't remember which Call of Duty it was. I want to say it's Modern Warfare, the remake.
I remember this story vaguely.
One of them was like 120.
Yep.
I just remember looking at it and buying the game and looking at the download and looking at Steam and seeing 120 or something gigs like that.
Yep.
I don't remember which one it was. I'm like, what the fuck? Call of Duty game is 120 gigs. What the fuck is in this game? Is it like a 60-hour campaign?
Wasn't that at the time when the systems came with 250 gigs or 200 gigs, where it like literally filled up
It was
your
like
whole
500 gigs or so. It would take up one fourth or fifth of your fucking
No, because
space.
the operating system takes up a bunch of that too. So it really is like 1/3 of the storage is that game.
It was insanity, bro. I was like, there's no fucking way. That is nuts. And then fucking Stalker 2. Stalker 2 is 155.6 gigs.
Jeez. I feel like the only company that cares about optimizing storage is Nintendo, and they've always been very good at it. But outside of
It's because
them,
they had to be, because they were sticking to the cartridges. That's
right. But now that they don't have to, that is, it makes you wonder if they're going to care, or if they can see it as a business opportunity of, let's make.
I think for them, their games are, because a lot of it has to do with obviously graphical fidelity, a whole bunch of nonsense like that. It's like their games are not really that hardcore like that.
No, but
So I
they're
don't
not.
think-
But they're still way lower gigs compared to even on the same system than the competitors.
Yeah, but so were these games on the PS4, which is what they're competing against with the Switch too. So this is pretty similar. Like
No, but I'm saying like they would optimize them on the Switch compared to like an EA game or a Square Enix game. A Nintendo file size would be like 1/5 of the size. It
I
wouldn't
got
even
you.
make sense.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, this shit's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand with the file sizes, and it's only a matter of time, bro. Like GTA 7 is gonna be 1 terabyte. I don't know, bro. It's fucking. There's no need to imagine. It seems to be going that route. But in any case, this is it's a big problem, and it goes to show that the death of physical media is upon us. It's, you know, and people are trying to fight it. I think Limited Run Games just had one of their guys leave the company. Well, I don't think we know why officially, other than maybe a little bit of drama internally.
That was I was actually chatting with him today. That's Doug Bogart, co-founder. He left a couple of years ago, but he's talking about it now, about how he feels like they contributed to the downfall of physical media based off of outbidding the companies themselves for producing the games. And then the companies were like, well, fuck, we don't even need to pay for making the games anymore. We'll use these smaller companies to do it, just to kind of filter it out to make it smaller and smaller and smaller, to the point of now it's like, just make it digital now.
Yeah. So they basically feel like they kind of help that kind of speed up the process for like digital only. Yeah, I guess. Which is ironic considering their name, Limited Run Games.
Right.
But anyway.
Right, but I would counter, and I said this when I talked about it last night too, is I'm sure they contributed to it, but at the same time, if Limited Run Games never existed, this model was due. Somebody was going to come in and do it, and it was going to happen. I don't feel like there was another way. So it sucks. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but such is life sometimes, it feels like.
Yeah, another quick topic for Doom, just out of curiosity, I want to get your guys' opinion. This game's getting cooked, bro. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Numbers are wild, dog.
What the hell is going on
that
with it?
low.
So the game's getting fucking cooked, man. But Doom, the previous Doom hit a little over 100K concurrent. This game is 1/3 of that.
Was the previous one on Game Pass as well?
No.
No.
No, I wonder.
There wasn't Game Pass when it came out.
Game Pass is such a wild card with games right now.
No.
It's so wild.
People are not. Game Pass is not affecting this game. If Game Pass didn't affect Expedition 33 or Persona 3 Reload or anything like that, it definitely good goddamn didn't affect motherfucking Doom. Like, I'm sure there's like a 10% margin of error or something.
The difference being Doom. Well, hold on. The difference being Doom is a full-priced $70 game. Expedition 33 first week was $45, so it was a little bit more digestible to be like, should I sign up for Game Pass or just buy the game?
I know it's for different reasons, folks, but Doom does have a precedent for this. in a 10, 11-year cycle, it went from being the hottest game out there to being put on a shelf for quite a long time. And we could see a similar cycle here. I think Doom as a franchise has had its time to shine, and it's had its time to fade away. And maybe, just maybe, this game, put it on a shelf, and then
I
once
don't
it
agree
becomes
with this.
fresh
I don't
again,
agree with this.
it'll explode.
That's
I'm
bullshit.
playing the
Motherfuckers
game.
out here in the comments saying Doom is a niche game, bruh. Doom is one of the most iconic franchises.
Yeah,
in
Doom is
gaming
definitely not
history.
niche at all. This is a worldwide phenomenon type game. But I was gonna say
games like Doom are called Doom clones. It's got a whole subgenre.
It's a genre that it created. Yeah. But I was just gonna say, like, I'm actually like really enjoying my time playing the game. So I'm genuinely confused as to why it's just not.
I mean, I have a
performing
couple
well.
opinions on why it's not performing well, but Atreus, you wanted to say something? No? Okay, I guess not.
Sun's
Probably walk away.
rise, smash, and sunset. All I'm
I would
saying.
say, I think there's a couple things affecting this. Number one, the PC specs, pretty high up there. They're not exactly lightweight. And number two, I mean, yes, Doom is loved. Doom is obviously iconic, not to take Riri's word. But at the end of the day, it still came out a few weeks after two of the biggest releases that we saw that were also on Game Pass. I think what we're seeing is that, and this is what people don't realize, well, by people, I mean like a lot, usually the haters, the shills, whatever. Money's tight, man. Like people, not everybody's rich out there. People need to make choices. They need to make decisions. And you had Expedition 333 come out. A lot of people chose to buy that. But then you also had Oblivion Remake come out in the same week. And a lot of people chose to buy that too. So now a couple weeks later, a third game comes out that's full price when two $50 games drop. They give double the amount of content. And people are like, you know what? Maybe I'll save that for Game Pass. You know,
that's a really good point. And I feel like that speaks volumes to the ironic argument that we've been having about game prices going to $80 when you just countered that perfectly, saying, yeah, no, games are doing just fine not doing that. The games that will go to that price are the ones that are going to be kneecapped.
Right. That's exactly it, bro. Like, why would you pay full price for a Doom game that I complete? What's my playtime on Doom? And I did a lot of side content too.
20 hours now, right?
Let me see. I'll tell you right now. And I played it for another 2 hours the other night, so I got to take that off when I look. So if we look at Doom the Dark Ages, so I got 17.5 hours in this game. That means I beat this game in 15 hours. Okay, 15 hours for a $70 game versus 30 to 60 hours for a $50 game, and that's Expedition 33. We're not even going to talk about Oblivion. Oblivion, you can fucking live in that game.
Yep.
So you got two of those games for $50 each versus $70 Doom that I beat in 15 hours.
Real quick, two
like
people
what are
gotta
we?
leave.
Who what?
Two people got to leave.
Oh yeah, okay. Who got to go? Kata and DA. DA got to go. DA, you got to go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. I gotta bounce, man. I gotta do something with my son. All right.
Yeah,
had a plan for him at 8 o'clock, and he's like, "Hey,
fine.
where are you at?" I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad."
It's all good. We're gonna finish up this segment in like 2 minutes. But if you got to go, do your outro. Listen, man. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It was awesome having you, man. Tell everybody who
it's
you
a
are,
pleasure.
where to find
It's a
you, what
pleasure.
you do.
Yeah. So, like I said at the beginning, Derek Anderson, the DA, catch me on the Nightcap on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. or excuse me, 10 p.m. I keep messing that up. 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's like we talk to Europeans having their breakfast, man. It's like early in the morning. You know, it's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. Come hang out with us. Kata sometimes joins us. It's a lot of fun. So come hang out with us on the Nightcap. But we also got the DA's office tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be, going live and then, just chopping it up with you guys. I also do Film Threat Versus on 1 p.m. on Mondays. And then George the Giant Slayer, we do that as well. So, hey, look, it's a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Bring me back anytime.
dude.
Hypnotic Man, I love your channel. I love everybody up on here. Kata, Atreus, Smash. You guys are the best. Sheep Cityan, thank you very much. I appreciate all the love and the support my channel has gotten, and I look forward to the next one.
Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you again.
All right, you guys
Catch you
take it
later.
easy.
We'll definitely have you back.
Peace out.
Kata.
DA. Yes, I gotta go. Sorry, goddamn. Voice
Yeah.
again.
Damn,
Kinda
throat is
raspy,
full.
man. You know what I'm saying? About to get more food when I'm done. Wait, whoa.
What the
That was
Hey, yo,
crazy.
what the fuck?
Yes, I didn't mean it like that.
All that
That's
Geeks
crazy.
and
Yeah,
Gamers
y'all know
promotion,
Beta, he's
man.
fucking DEI hire for Geeks and Gamers is good. Like,
Yeah.
All right, let's let the
Look,
man do
man,
his outro, man.
Look,
Come on, do your
hey,
outro.
go sub up to the channel if you want to, man. I would appreciate it. We got some.
Crazy.
We got some good videos coming out. You know, this week I will be starting Sleeping Dogs on stream. We're gonna. My goal is to be playing that almost every day, so look forward to that.
That game is so fucking good.
I haven't played it since it came out, so you know.
Oh man, it's so fucking good.
About to run that shit up again. So look forward to that. Also got videos coming out, depending on what's going on throughout the week, and also videos coming out on Geeks and Gamers Play from me and Philip Chan. Go look over there on that channel as well if you want to go check that out. As you know, we have you know. God, what's the name of our fucking show? It's Nightmare on Black Street. We got Nightmare on Black Street on
Yeah,
Monday.
he remembered the Geeks and Gamers show, but he didn't remember
his own
the
show.
new Black Street. Damn,
We got
man.
Nightmare on Black
Damn,
Street
that hurt
on
me.
Monday with Loomy. All right, make sure that you don't miss it. Tuesday night's main event with Geeks and Gamers. On Wednesday, I do the Techno Dome 1 CST. Go hang out with me. And then on Fridays, we're gonna have new Black Street. I'm not gonna tell y'all who's gonna be on the stream this week. Just look forward to it on Monday, and y'all will find out, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all as always, man. Shout out.
Shout out to you, man.
I'm going, man.
Thanks for hanging out.
Later. Keep it tight.
That's fucking gay. Really quick, just to finish this segment off, man. I'll clip this after. So, does anybody else have any theories as to why this game is failing, or are we pretty much in the agreement that it's just?
I think you nailed it with the price. I wasn't really thinking about that because it was gifted to me, and I'm like, it's a fun game. I don't know why people aren't playing. It's like, oh yeah, the $70. That would stop me from playing it first week. So
This
yeah.
game reminds me of that Mission Impossible movie that released around a similar time to Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Dead Reckoning.
That's what it reminds me of.
Seems like a lot of people in chat are saying price is a big thing, and I think people are really overlooking that.
I wonder
general.
if this came out. Well, the last one came out at what, $60?
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So think about that too. This is now a $10 jump from that. So
I just think that people are making for all intents and purposes. And listen, I love Doom. I love Doom, but people are making the smart consumer choice, in my opinion, which is if they had to decide. If they had out of these three games, right, they had to spend their hard-earned money on the one that was going to give them most value.
Oh,
I don't think Doom is the one.
No,
you know, out of the three, it's
I mean,
either
depending
Expedition
on-
33,
you're right,
Oblivion.
depending on the
Depends on the
style
player.
game, you're right,
It depends on the player. Like if you have somebody who doesn't fuck with RPGs, then obviously they're not going to look at the other two, and then Doom is going to be the choice, which is probably these people, right? But if you have people who are open to RPG style games, or maybe want something a little more open world like Oblivion, that's probably their decision, and they'll spend their money on that. And then the other two, they'll Game Pass, right?
I almost feel like Doom is one of those games where the people that would play Elder Scrolls would also be playing Doom, but the people that play Doom would not also play Elder Scrolls. You know what I mean? So it's almost like a smaller group of people of the pie.
I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying, but
and why not just wait for a sale? If those other games are cheaper and you want to play them, why would you pay $70 for this?
Right.
This isn't just a
I want to add to
disappointment.
this. It's not about. This doesn't really indicate why the game is failing, but I did make a video about this, and I feel fucking vindicated, so I'm gonna bring it up. A couple months ago, talked about the how the difficulty in the game, things of that effect. You know, about how they made this big marketing and advertising about the difficulty, how you're gonna be able to make it easy, things of that. And I made a video fucking roasting that shit. And it got a lot of views, and it got a lot of downvotes. I got a lot of shit in the comments. People call me anti-woke grifters, and I was wrong. Doom's always this, that, and the other. Well, lo and behold, for the people that have bought Doom, the sentiment that I see on X from a bunch of motherfucking Doom fans, this game was too easy, bro. So I just want to say, fuck you, I was right. People are.
To be
upset
fair,
about the
there's a lot of adjustability. Go ahead, Ryan.
I'd just like to add, though, looking at these figures so far, and from what I've seen playing of the game, I've enjoyed playing the game. Okay, from my perspective. But looking at these figures right now, this isn't just a disappointment. To me, this is a fucking disaster.
Yep.
Especially comparing actual disasters like Shadows and Veilguard. And this is below even that.
Half.
What
It's
were
like
their
half.
release price?
No, less than
guys,
half.
guys, I think this has a clear explanation, and I don't think it's none of that what you guys named. George Torch was right. This game is woke, and that's the reason.
My God, Atreus has joined Fandom Pulse. Breaking news, everyone. After getting felted by Kada, joining Geeks and Gamers, Atreus has now joined Fandom Pulse.
What the fuck does him joining Geeks and Gamers have to do with anything?
I don't
Nothing.
know,
He
man.
just wants to throw that
I
in your face.
imagine you guys breaking up like a bad couple.
No, he's gonna break up with us first.
Oh,
probably. Any other thoughts
anyways,
on this?
to Atreus.
No, wait.
I'm not being fucking serious, dude. Jesus Christ!
He had
you
a
take
whole-
everything I say
Golly.
serious?
It's like you always have the weirdest shit that fucking is not.
Because
it's
I'm
like,
fucking
if it
weird.
if it
About
was
his
fucking
reading glasses,
funny,
and a
maybe
whole
if
fucking
it was
Bible's worth the insults for him. He's just like, all right.
No, you
all
want
right,
to talk
then.
about weird? How about you go look at what 8-Bit Eric posted on Twitter that I can't even show?
Yeah, the t-shirt.
Bro, I think I just stumbled
Lack of
across it. Talking about the whole like. if you can still
Yeah, I'm
hate me
talking
being
like you
sexy.
should. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like,
You know you know what that's referencing, right?
I know what it's referencing. I'm just,
Okay.
it's like, I don't need. I'm gonna block him. Basically, is what I'm saying. I don't need to see this shit on my timeline. Anyway,
But what did
Smash,
Veilguard
what are you
get?
gonna say? Go ahead.
72,000?
89.
89? Yikes!
Veilguard did 89. Yeah.
I was expecting first weekend.
Shadows got, I think, 69.
What's that?
64. 64.
64.
I was expecting Doom to not double, but get like 1.5 times. So I thought it was going to jump from like 25 to 30 to like 45 on first weekend. Like this is like yikes! This is really underwhelming.
A lot of people were thinking easy 100K because that's what the last one did.
Oh
I
no,
was too.
I
thought
was
it
thinking
was at
going
least
into
80
it.
to 100K.
I was thinking going into it that, but after the launch, I was just like, okay, now that we know what it is, at least the first weekend it's going to go up. It's not even doing that. This is
I gotta
crazy.
be honest with you. We also tend to forget. We make the mistake, and it's probably because Doom's AAA, so we're probably trying to compare it to what should seemingly be other AAA games, but really they're not if you look at the price and everything. But anyway, we forget that there's more out there that is very popular. That is not just Expedition 33 and Oblivion as well. I mean, people are making decisions. They only got enough money to buy XYZ amount of games. They're gonna buy the ones that give the most value. And unfortunately for Doom, it's just not there. As much as I love Doom, I'm like I said, I'm a little bit faster than most when it comes to Doom. So don't take my 15 hours to heart, but maybe average of 20 hours. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of people. It's not that far behind. A lot of people are getting 18 to 20 hours of content, which is why they're probably looking at it as a Game Pass game because they're like, all right, well, this is an easy pickup kind of game. Play it, beat it on Game Pass, be done with it, move on. Versus a game where you're going to invest so much time into like Expedition 33, Oblivion, and whatnot. People just rather play that kind of game on Game Pass. I think that's what Game Pass is made for. It's made to give you those kind of experiences. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little sad because again, like Doom, great franchise, but I just think there's so many things that are happening right now with the combination of the pricing and the fact that it released so close to two cheaper, bigger games in terms of scope and size. I just think it completely got overshadowed. And the funny thing is, Expedition 33, they thought that game was going to be overshadowed by Oblivion, and it ended up overshadowing Oblivion almost, right? In terms of overall sales. Maybe not concurrent player numbers, but because obviously the shadow drop, there was a lot of hype behind it. So we got a really high concurrent player count. But I think in overall sales, I think it's pretty close. And considering it's their first game, that's pretty impressive for a legacy, comparing to a legacy game like Oblivion. So,
I wonder about Doom the Dark Ages on if they're going to turn a profit on it. Like I don't know how much they put into it, but these numbers.
Looking at this Smash, it looks like a certifiable failure.
Yeah.
I think they'll make their
I
money.
don't think their budget is as high as you would probably think, because a lot of assets are reused. A lot, especially enemy types. A lot of assets are reused. So I don't think it's as high as you probably think. To be honest with you.
True.
But
Also-
as of right now, it most likely is a failure. As of right now.
Also, I think because this is Bethesda. I also think that Microsoft probably covered whatever their cost is, so they may not even be worried about sales. I mean, on one end, it looks bad because it doesn't seem to be selling well on Steam. But on the other end, it's a very compelling reason to subscribe to Game Pass, especially considering the 3 games that we're talking about are all on Game Pass. So it's like, why, if you really penny pinching, why pay for any of them?
Exactly. No. That's why you don't do Game Pass, because you got to pay every single month on it. Whereas you can just buy Oblivion outright and play it for months on end.
Bro. Yeah, but Game Pass is like what, $12 a month?
No, 18.
15. It's $15.99.
18 bucks. So you pay $18. Even if you got 2 months, you ain't even hitting $40.
But I mean, even still,
you got a
my
lot of time
point
in
is,
your hand. You can beat all 3 of these games. I'm with the Atreus.
Yeah, even if you fine, I'll pay for Game Pass for 2 months, beat Expedition, beat Doom, and then buy Oblivion. Cancel my Game Pass. Either way, those are 3 really big, high-profile games that have been.
Yeah, that's true. I think you're right with what Hypnotic was saying about 15 hours into this game. That really is more of a Game Pass game. If you're gonna play 15 hours, you're not gonna spend $70 on a game.
And keep in mind, all 3 of these came out on Game Pass.
Yeah. And here's the other thing I just checked too. id Software has between 51 and 200 employees. It's privately held.
Yeah, they're not worried about no sales.
So they are probably turning a profit on this.
Yeah.
It's no
As a matter of
Ubisoft with
fact,
20,000
they probably
employees.
turned some AI on and said, "Hey, just turn Doom internal. Just add a sword, some Gundam."
Well, there was this whole controversy on how I think it was Bethesda or id Software done their composer dirty and like threw him under the bus or something.
Oh yeah, it was a big problem.
Oh shit! I gotta go.
Yeah, we're finishing up this segment. We're finishing up. So, all right,
I just like to make one more point though. Optics
go ahead.
wise, this looks like a catastrophic failure. Maybe financially, it's perfectly fine, but if you're getting less peak player base than Shadows and Veilguard, to me, it's an embarrassment.
Neither were on Game Pass.
Game Pass can't be used as a fucking defense when Expedition 33 and Obsidian.
You're right.
Was it Obsidian? Oblivion. Ugh.
You're right. You're right. But again, what Hypnotic said, $70. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of these came out on Game Pass. It's just the smart decision. So it doesn't look good, because I'm not going to go back on what I said earlier. I agree with you, where there were some people saying, "Oh, the games that we were roasting came out on Game Pass, and then we set precedent, like Midnight, South of Midnight." Then hell, shit, this barely did better than South of Midnight. No, it did significantly.
It did about 5 times better. But
yeah. Let me not say that. That's a little bit egregious. I'm grifting. But the point is, I just think that it's hard to look at this as a colossal failure when you take those into account. But you're right though. I mean, we've seen games come out on Game Pass do 100,000 plus more. Hell, you brought up Stalker 2 earlier. Hypnotic, that did over 100,000 on Steam. So, I mean, this is a mystery. To be honest, it's a fucking mystery. And unless we know,
didn't Avowed like peak at 14,000 or something? Looking back,
was it that high? 19,000, I think. 19,000, I think. Let me see. Yeah,
19,000.
Yeah. And look,
I gotta go as well. I gotta go with Smash.
Than Doom. So, all right, boys, do your outros. I'll catch up on super chats, man. Do your thing.
All right. I gotta hop over to Smashcast. Ryan will be joining me tonight, and we also will have Discuss Thing. We have a lot of fun topics to cover tonight. So you got nothing else going on?
Every single one.
Every single one? What do you mean?
I said they're all Alyssa, every single one.
Well, that's one of them.
And 2 and 3 and 4.
Hey, just for the record, just for the record, you brought it up. Bye.
I did bring it up. Smash did not bring it up. Okay, bye. Ryan, go ahead.
Well, thank you all very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Check out all these fine folks and fellow creators. Also, check out Saturday Night Smashcast. That's my name for it. And
fuck that guy.
And I'm sure you'll all have a great time. What's better than one flagship Bigotverse show? 2 in a row. Bye. Now you can kick.
Bye.
That
All right, who else got to go? That was gay, right? That was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
gay.
I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go.
Trey's
sleep.
gay. Do your outro, man.
Oh yeah. Shouts out to me, it's your Griff Guy here, host of Mercante Daily.
That's insane.
That is wild. That is wild.
No. But
Like,
for real
leave
though.
me alone, bitch. Like, I don't do nothing. I don't talk about you. Everybody else is doing it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. No. I got videos dropping. Obviously, we were supposed to record those street interviews on Friday, but then it rained and I was sick, and so
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So still look forward to that. We will be streaming every day next week, Monday through Friday. Not Friday because obviously.
What are you doing on those street interviews? Like, what are you?
I want to talk because obviously the pushback on us is these are very online conversations. Nobody talks about this in real life, so I want to go to regular people and see what they think about these very topics. Like the first topic we're going to discuss on the streets is I want to talk to Black women and why they don't give a fuck about Star Wars, because I've been telling Disney for the last 3 years about that Black women just don't care about it, and I want to ask Black women, did they watch The Acolyte? Did they watch? Do they even know who the fuck Reva is? And so there's like,
Obi-Wan.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I also want to talk to people about
hold up a picture to see it. Like, if they first ask them if they watch Star Wars, and then if they say yes, and say, okay, who's this character, and see if they know the answer.
I'm gonna write that down
because they're gonna lie. Say, oh yeah, I watched Star Wars. Yeah, that Yoda guy, right? And be like, yeah. So what about this one? What about this character? Who that?
yeah. So also I want to talk to people about Snow White. And then for there's gonna be some video game topics in there, but you got to find those gamers out there because they like to hide in Atlanta. But shout out to Piranha Pal. Damn, that really did look like her earlier, didn't it?
Bro, I was trying to say they're doing the cute nerdy girl trope, and everybody got mad. They're like, "Oh, why you calling?" I'm like, "Bro, really? Whatever." Anyway,
but you're saying that the girl in Ironheart was cute in comparison? No, she's not.
Wait, what?
The girl in Ironheart?
I'm just saying they're doing the cute nerdy girl trope.
But that wasn't the cute nerdy girl trope. That was the not effeminate, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like the ineffectual. That's what it is. Ineffectual nerdy girl.
Ineffectual. I guess.
Yeah, basically useless. Useless.
He said it, not me, Piranha Pout. He said it anyway.
That's why I said it's no comparison, because Piranha Pout's cool.
I'm just passing it over to Sheep at this point. Atreus, go ahead, man. Finish.
All right, but that's it, man. Make sure y'all check out New Black Street. I'm gonna actually throw New Black Street out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's apparently what we do. But other than that, good night.
Shout out to you, bro. Catch you later.
I ain't gotta go anywhere, but I do want to say, Read Valkyrie, just so you giving me a game, want to say thank you very much. But also
Nice.
came with a joke. How do you make a serial killer with a collection of baby skulls happy?
Oh,
Give him
no.
a little head. Thank you, Read
Oh,
Valkyrie.
no, my God.
Appreciate the game. Thank you. Never heard of it, but it sounds like something I'll enjoy. So hopefully you didn't troll me.
I love that all you guys are getting like gifted games like every once in a while. That's cool. Hanging out on the show. I do have gifted games I gotta go over really quick. So I'll just do this quickly. Shout out to, like I said, Benjamin earlier for this insane Dick, Dine, and Dash game. That's an interesting one. Thank you for that.
I guess
we got Tiberius says this game and its DLC are about to be delisted from Steam. If anyone wanted to get it and its DLC before it's gone, the bundle's $15 after tax. Got till the 19th. Warhammer 40K Armageddon. Really, it's being taken down.
That's
Why?
Crazy. Why?
There's such old like Warhammer games on Steam. Why would they take this down?
Get rid of old shit. I got Neverwinter Nights. That's not going. That better not go anywhere. What the fuck?
That's so interesting. I gotta look into that. Benjamin then decided to gift Everspace 2, and he says, "Shout out to Benjamin. He's trying to make up for the Dick and Dash game. Thank you so much, Benjamin. I appreciate you." Then No Hearts Left says Atreus get roasted by chat every SNH like Blitz Comet did to Big Trouble from the regular show. And then he gifted Freedom Wars Remastered. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Last but not least, we got Valkyrie.
Hey,
Here's
this
a dark
game they
joke.
gifted me, so maybe it wasn't a meme game.
There you go. Here's a dark joke. What do you call a serial killer who disembowels women and then falls, trying to walk through all the blood? Jack the Slipper. Oh my God. Jack the Slipper. And then gifted Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born. Apparently, the game is set in the 90s. It's very nice. Thank you, Valkyrie. I appreciate you. All right, let's catch up on Super Chats, and then we're going to close out the show, man. Where are we at? We are at... I did the grandma one, the BFC crossbow one, the Trey's bisexual lighting. Here we go. War Wizard for 189. Atreus be riding Kata's tiny coattail to success.
Damn.
Man, they're gonna constantly compare those two now that Kata's doing what he's doing. And on top of that, fucking Atreus. Did you watch his video earlier? He's like Kata's blowing our back out or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you terrible? Silver Bullet like it with a 5. We know POCs don't have any money, but Atreus, get a better camera. Come on, man. Eventually it worked. Hypno's Lonely Controller with a 5. I miss your hands on my stick. You need to play more games like Smash JT. That's crazy. Bro, is that a joystick? Is that a fucking joystick as a...
It is. It's a Hypno joystick.
Yeah.
Is that a joystick playing a controller?
It looks like he's wearing a kufi.
What the fuck is that? How did you make that? I don't even know.
AI.
Benjamin with a 2 says check Steam, Hypno, and Cassie. We did. Mozan Bodie for 2 months says I'm a professional graphic designer. I make sure that every project I do is 100% legit. Wokies are problems because they are lazy as fuck and don't respect copyrights. There you go. A lot of people who were graphic designers were actually commenting on that thread about their experience with other like companies doing something similar. So it's a shitstorm. It's a 10 million view
play like Smash AT, like poorly. Talking about playing games like Smash AT.
Yeah, because Smash uses a controller and not like keyboard and mouse. So they're like, you need to play games like Smash. It's not happening. Solomon the Lich with an ARS 200. I don't know why is anyone acting surprised. Bungie is just following their brand namesake. They jumped off into the void, swooped into an artist portfolio, and yoinked what caught their eye. Everything okay until the rope snap. Yeah.
No, dude, but it's like that old Stephen Wright joke. Like I tried to hang myself with a bungee cord and I kept almost dying. Like,
Stephen Wright's so good.
Again, one time, all right, you pay the guy, you move on. 2 times, 3 times, now 4 times. All right, this is clearly like you guys clearly do this. This is your strategy. So, Raptor Kratos with a 5. I saw a new good indie game called The Precinct. It's a top game when you play as a cop. Kato was playing that shit.
Playing that, yeah.
And he wouldn't shut up about it, so not surprised. Benjamin with a 2. Smash, we love you, but you too trusting, fam. That is true.
That was in regards to him talking about the lawsuit stuff.
Yeah. Mr. Vegeta with a 2. 50K to buy art. 100 million game budget. Avoid $5 million lawsuit. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be 100K. 100K will be the number, and they will settle, and they'll make her say something publicly about how everything is all good now. Adam writes for 8 months. Alpha with his art has already been out and tied drama to the artist. People don't like the game, and people will associate the artist with this dog shit. Fair. You don't want to get your name dragged down with a game that is going to get dragged down, so I can see that. Soul123 for 5 months. Smash, who screwed you over? Fill us in on this. No secrets. Come on. Also screw Bungie. Dang thieves. I'm pretty sure Smash talked about all his history, at least at some point on his channel in a video or something. I'm almost positive. James Opp with a 5. Lawyers will drool at the chance to sue when they admitted to stealing the art. They didn't admit it, though, technically. The way that they said it. They blamed it on someone who's no longer there. It's a interesting... I'm sure it's a legal loophole they're trying to utilize.
Let's see how it works out for him.
Yeah, true. Mo, for a 5, as a graphic designer, best case scenario here, take a reasonable settlement, get credit for the work, put it in your portfolio to gain more work. That actually isn't a bad idea. If you can say that your work was utilized in a Bungie game, I'm sure it'll be interesting for them. Eric Jenkins, 489, bro, I guarantee lawyers are already in her DMs. She gets the right one. They're walking away with a couple of million. I don't know if it's that easy. People, when it comes to lawsuits, people like to overestimate the difficulty or the ease of winning or losing the lawsuit.
True.
And they don't realize there is so many factors that go into a lawsuit, a lot of which are highly unpredictable. It doesn't matter how solid of a case you have. It just takes the wrong judge to look at it, and it's not going to be good.
Or the other side having a really good Weasley lawyer.
That's why
Right.
Vic Mignogna lost, is because his judge is just shit.
Well, his legal team was also shit.
Right.
Yeah, but the judge was like, judge is already
Right.
like, he set himself up for failure as it was. So
A good lawyer can make a case and a bad lawyer can break one. So it just all depends. Just in time for a 2 Power World is Chimponku Master. Nice. Eric Jenkins 189. My bad. I meant to give it to Atreus.
no, to
And then-
artists.
to artists? I'm confused. And then he said
I
pause.
think it's still Trey. Then it
Yes,
pause.
well,
I think it's
yeah.
I think it's Atreus. Miss Sparkles became a member all on her own, and she got race swapped apparently. Shout out to Miss
Yeah.
Sparkles. Congratulations on the race swap. Very nice.
Nice
Louis
Netflix
Facina. Louis Facina with a 2. For fuck's sakes, hashtag what? Undo one more
Undo-
day.
Yeah.
Is that, did I read that right? Undo.
Yeah.
One more day
Let
is,
Spider-Man be happy. Oh,
The worst Spider-Man story of all time.
Who was that?
Got it.
Who was it that did that? Was that not Ramita? That was I forget who it was. Some one of the newer fucking writers just ruined it because Mephisto.
Let's see.
But pretty much the whole story is that like Mephisto made a
Written
deal
by
with
Michael Straczynski.
sounds yeah Straczynski. But yeah, it was Mephisto made a deal with Pete and Mary Jane that they undo their whole marriage and Pete can have one more day with his Aunt May, which is fucking stupid. People are pissed off about it, but that's pretty much it.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like a 10-year-old story, 15-year-old.
Maximus BT with 99 cents. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Toasty with a 489. Iron Sickle Cell. That is insane for Ironheart. Shout out to Toasty. Chris Bolts with a 5. Make sure you guys look who they're getting to play the villain Slug.
A drag queen.
Not surprised. A Butter Biscuit with a 5. I don't know what you guys are talking about. The reviews I see for Ironheart are pretty good. This Asian girl. Oh, wait. Different Ironheart.
Oh, shit.
That was hilarious. I watched Nerdrotic's video on it.
Shout out
And in the
to
beginning, he
Japanese
got
Ironheart.
he got the phone call. He was like, "Oh, it's the wrong Ironheart." It's like, "Oh shit." Whoops. Eric Jenkins 189 Slate Queen as character.
Pretty
much. Randall Hess with a 5 for fuck's sakes. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus.
Shout out to that Kolioka.
Keeping it going.
I have it. Cancel it.
Benjamin with a 5. I thought Hollywood couldn't go any lower than being dyslexic with casting ginger characters. Did not think we'd get to this point. Hashtag stop Asian hate. Zabe for 189. Several Transformers are in this show. Peak woke. Well, we saw 2 of them. So, I guess we'll watch for the rest. Eric Jenkins for 189. To be fair, her character do fit real life black women. Only thing missing is her 3 kids and selling food stamps.
That's probably season 2.
Probably. Butter Biscuit for a 2. When did black fatigue become a thing?
It's a real
A while
recent
ago.
thing, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, what, really?
I blame
I think it was
popping up.
I think it started really happening around Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, around that same time. That was Wakanda Forever. Not Wakanda. No, it happened around Jordan Peele actually. Jordan
Did
Peele
it?
started that shit. Like because Get Out was all right, but then it started getting real bad because I think that same year that the first Black Panther movie dropped, Us also dropped, and it was just like people are tired of like the whole woke, not woke, but black people got to be the main characters and can't die and some other goofy shit like that. And
I can't stand Jordan Peele's movies. Like, I respect him as a director, do your own thing. Glad you point out original shit, but his movies suck in my opinion. I don't like any of them I've seen.
It's like, I don't know, man. They're when it came to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, that drop off was insane. And the people who were trying to defend that film, like, oh, it's a massive hit, whatever. Like, dude, how much did that film make? 6 something, 700 something?
And then they blame COVID because they're still blaming COVID for fucking movies. Like,
right, they're still blaming like, oh, people are scared to go to the theaters. Like, no, bro,
that's why
the focus on streaming has absolutely killed the trip to the theater for a lot of people. A lot of people got comfortable just staying home watching streaming.
Yep.
Furious Dan says Marvel sucks. I'm done with them. Been done with Marvel for a long time. Eric Jenkins 189. You take that back. That's not Piranha Pal. I didn't say it was. I said it was inspired by. Okay, inspired.
Yeah, that works. Inspired by Piranha Pal. That's why it's not as good.
It's a cute nerdy girl trope.
It's
but
not
again,
as
it's
good.
like if you look at but in all seriousness though, if you look at every black female led film or TV show, their friend is always like trying to be the cute nerdy girl. It's always like the glasses, the fucking beanie hat, the long like natural curly hair kind of a thing going on. Or
they
a dyke.
have the absolutely effeminate black dude.
Right.
Yeah, the
That's true.
little
That's
punk,
fair. That's
punk
fair.
ass dude who's always shrunk into himself and hides behind the girls who are shorter and smaller than he is.
That's fair. That is definitely fair.
They really hate niggas. It's crazy.
We got, let's see, Cyber Rider for $4.99. At this point, a reboot won't save Disney trash Marvel. I gotta be real with you. I think they're long past that. Which is why I wonder why DC is even bothering. I really do sometimes. I look at these trailers and I'm like, why are you bothering? Why are you seriously bothering?
Because this is your
third fucking this is your third reboot, right? Third reboot of not just you're on your third reboot because they reboot. Second reboot, third try. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Because you had the first DCU flopped, you had the second barely DCU flopped. Now you're on your third try. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, are you serious?
It's
I
because
like
they gave
films. Good.
They gave most of the creative control to James Gunn, and he wants to make his own thing because James Gunn's whole shtick is if it ain't my thing, then I don't want it. Which is why like he's hoping for I'm forgetting the guy who did Matt
Reeves.
Yeah, Matt Reeves. He's hoping that Matt Reeves doesn't do a sequel to Batman, which is really good in comparison to a lot of what the DC universe has been putting out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's hoping for that sequel to not happen.
I liked DC videos more, or movies. I like DC movies more when they were standalone films, or like
I like the animated ones.
If they were sequels, they were sequels to their own standalone films. The moment they started trying to be like Marvel, I just did not like DC. I don't know what it is. Maybe they just don't have the ability to make a good DCU. But I liked when it was just like, all right, Batman's in Batman's world, Superman's in Superman's world. Maybe once in a while you have a crossover, obviously, but I liked when they were just separate.
Those animated ones are really good.
They were better films because I just feel like they could focus better. I feel like when they try to go for the DCU, they lose focus and it just becomes a fucking mess. And then the entire time they spend too much trying to catch up to Marvel. Like they rushed the fucking Justice League. They didn't even bother trying to build up the Justice League very much.
They went Superman, Justice League. It's like crazy.
Yeah, because they wanted to catch up to Marvel. They wanted to have that Avengers level movie without the build up and the payoff.
Yeah, work. Yeah,
and it just didn't work. But anyway, shout out to Cyber Rider. We got the Joker with a 5. Hey, Smash JT, did you see Asmongold's video? Alyssa, is that it again?
Is that it again?
I'm sure he saw everything.
She's probably talking about it right now.
Right now. Dead Orion with a 10. Part of the problem is today's creatives, those behind the new Lord of the Rings, didn't want to adapt Tolkien. They wanted to improve him, despite having no major best-selling books attached to their names. Yeah, they legit thought they could do better in every way. Like the fucking hubris on these people. Eric Jenkins with 499K to stop stealing. You making us look bad. Damn. Monkey back to the fields. Chim chim. Hashtag FatCon 2026. Yeah, it sounds like Eric Jenkins.
Dude, people were in my fucking stream on Monday or whatever, being like, "Yo, are you going to FatCon with them?" I was like, "Nah, if you ain't paying me what they got paid, fuck that." Trying to get me to go FatCon for free? Ain't no goddamn way.
I would love to see you go to FatCon. I'm not lying, y'all, because I know how much you hate fat people.
Fucking hate fat people, dude, so much.
I think it would be great. I would love to see a live stream. Leon at FatCon, or Leona at FatCon. That'll be even better.
That he's gonna prove the myth of your face can't stick in one like expression forever wrong. He's gonna come back. He's gonna look like this forever. Just
so good. Where are we at? Hold on. Oh, right here. Here we go. Fury Stand with a 5. 80s and 90s are live action movies. The modern crap from now are not. No, some of them are still live action just because they use
live
CGI.
action CG. Yeah.
They're a mix, but I get what he's trying to say. Disgusting for a 5. If a content creator watches a bad movie and reviews it, it might make some other people not watch it. So in retrospect, the studio can make less. True. I mean, that an entire business model has been born from that idea. There's a lot of YouTubers that that do that exact same thing. I mean, I do that with video games. So
Shout out
I
to
put out my
Neurotic.
reviews. I let people watch the streams. Obviously, it's not behind a paywall or anything. They could watch the streams for free and use my streams as extended trials to figure out whether or not they actually are interested in getting that game or not. Because as most of you are aware, you only have about a 2-hour time limit before you can't refund the game anymore most of the time. So
oh yeah,
people don't want to
it's
deal with
like,
that shit.
For me, it's a time versus money analysis. Like, I don't think in most instances the 8 hours or 12 hours, however long it's going to take to watch, Ironheart, for example, is going to be worth the super chats I get on the stream talking about it or whatnot. It's just like, sorry, it's not worth
Dude,
it.
I'm sorry. It is. I feel the same way, bro. I respect the people that do it. Don't get me wrong. I tried to do it before because I really wanted to, but bro, I just can't sit there, watch these garbage fucking shows. And there's nothing you could do. Because the thing is, if you try to entertain yourself in other ways, like go on your phone or whatever, you're going to miss out on something that's important for the review. So you got to sit there and pay the fuck attention to these garbage 30-minute to an hour-long shows. And there's nothing you could do to make it interesting. There's nothing you could do to make it funnier at all. Whereas like with a video game, you could just do dumb shit or you can speed run through it or whatever. Like there's just ways to make it funnier. Can't do that with a bad show. You're there for the ride. And
I don't have enough hate in my heart to sit there and just watch a show I don't want to watch.
Pladex with the 2 with trays, don't show mercy. They would cue you and laugh. T-Jack for $2.32 says this is tier 1.
Tier 1.
Shout out. Wrap the Kratos with a 5. We had diversity in War Machine. We did. And now he's not important anymore. Toxin with a 2. Look at the reflection on Kata's glasses. There's always feet there. Always.
Yeah.
Pladex with a 5. Ironheart belongs in those 5-pack hero sets from the dollar store, along with Super Guy, Ratman, Spider Dude, and Toothpaste.
Super Guy is crazy.
She does look like a ghetto dollar store, like fucking variant of Iron Man.
Bro,
like,
you remember in like 99 cents stores, they have like those packs of like fucking like hollow ass action figures, like they had the Dragon Ball Z ones and shit like that. Yeah, she belongs in one of those.
They barely fucking moved.
Yeah,
like, so
they just move at the fucking major joints.
They're made of like ABS plastic that doesn't even bend without cracking. Yeah, it's awful.
Oh hell yeah.
Denarier, $4.99 in COD's case, duplicate SP and multiplayer maps, assets and uncompressed audio bloated it to 259 gigs. Worse, you couldn't opt out of HD textures or multilingual files. God damn, bro. That's so insane. Eric with a 199. I'm sorry. Hypno taught us to be cheap. True.
Oh, yeah.
If there's anything I tell you, be cheap. When it comes to your video games, always try to be cheap. John Q Ghost with a $10 super sticker. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. And then look at this guy, the DA himself with a 20. Shout out to the Bigot Army. Peace and love. Thank you, my good man. It was a pleasure having you. You're welcome back anytime. We'll figure out another day. War Wizard with 189. Got Hypno and Sidian. What do y'all think of Die Dark?
Oh,
I haven't personally read Die Dark yet.
I have it on my list of stuff to read. I got like a couple things I'm like looking into. Like
I hear
Undead,
really
I'm
good things
another
about
one
it.
I'm looking into.
Essentially, if you like Dorohedoro, I'm sure you're gonna probably like Die Dark. So
okay,
that's the sentiment that I'm getting from it. So, we're fully caught up on YouTube. Now we just got Rumble. We got a Dare Sultan for $1. The Mario music Hypno always plays. Oh, gotcha. You wanted me to play the song for Kata. Oh, okay. I mean, he's gone now, but I appreciate the $1. Adam Juman with $1. A lawyer would love to take this case pro bono. Probably. Crashman Boy for $1 says wee Williams. Nice. Anime Mania 500 gives 1 hypnotic membership over on Rumble. And then Deadeye's Lock for $1 says Hypno needs to repent for that Piranha Pal burn. It wasn't a burn.
It wasn't a burn. If anything,
like, God damn it, bro. People are taking this shit as
anything, it was my end that sounded like a burn, even though I wasn't trying to burn. That was me.
Jesus Christ, my brain.
It's not him. It's not him though. It was me. That was my bad.
Anyway, Butter Biscuit for $8. I feel for you, DA, about calling them out, but I'm one of those fans, as Gary says, who have silently walked away. I do not care about any of these franchises. It's been so long, I have no need for them. Fair.
That's pretty much where my mentality is. Like, I'm not going to sit here and like try to bring the argument back up or anything like that. But all in all, I don't disagree with anything that was said. But my stance personally is like I have to have that conviction as a future creator to sit here and go, okay, I'm not going to sit here and continue to give them money that I could funnel into something that I want to create instead. That's where I am.
You're looking at it from a different perspective. It's not just consumer only. And that's what I try to explain to people too, because like before I did YouTube and before I decided to take up the mantle of reviewing video games, because I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to. I really, really wanted to. It kind of changes the perspective, because then I'm not getting video games based off whether or not I think I'm going to like them or not. I'm getting them if I feel like people want me to review this game. And unfortunately, that means that there are some bad games out there, or what I think will be bad games, that I do have to buy or do get gifted to me that I do end up reviewing. And it ends up being one of those situations where I have to, again, I sit through it. I take my personal opinions out of it. I'm just looking at the game. What's good, what's bad, what's ugly. That's all I ever write in my reviews. I don't talk about wokeness. I don't talk about, any of that shit. I just literally only talk about the pros and cons. If you look at any Steam review I do, it's a fucking novel, but it's a novel of pros and cons. That is literally it. And then you could decide based off what you read if, it makes sense for you to get it or not. That's my only goal. I'll keep the fucking ideology.
Motherfuckers reposting the reviews and shit to X, not even knowing that you're the big bad alt-right hypnotize. Like, oh, look at this fucking review. Like,
I'll keep the ideology talk, on for the channel, because that's what we do. We talk about things like that. But in terms of the actual review, nah, bro. There's people on Steam that don't want to hear that shit. They just want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's it.
I think that's
how it should be. That's how it should be for reviews, by the way.
I think I may have put out like 2 reviews total on Steam. I usually don't leave reviews, but I put out a review for Power World, and I don't think I said anything in relation to Nintendo. I'd have to go back and check it. But I know I started out. I said after like 1,200 hours in this game, I think I can safely leave a review now. It just left a whole fucking spiel. I don't think I left. I put in any of my like personal, my personal ideologies, like you said, and stuff in it. I think I just kept it to like vast great content, good gameplay, constant updates. These people care about what they're doing and stuff like that. That's pretty much what I was saying.
Well, so question about that though, then, because like take Resident Evil 4 for example, because the remake of it, because I did a review on that, and I saved the ideological stuff for the very end, but I said something along the lines of like, I'm not gonna say this game is woke or anything like that. What I will say is you could tell there's an ideology shift, and it seems like they're trying to toe a line because they're afraid of backlash. So they've toned certain things down, but I feel like that's like in a remake, you've got something to compare it to. It is clearly remaking something else. So modern day versus what was going on in 2005 is acceptable for a review. Would you do something like that in a remake? Like, how would you talk about a remake basically compared to the original in your review?
I just compare it to the original personally. It's like there are things that I enjoyed in the original that they didn't put in, this one. So I'm gonna have to take points off of that because it's not a faithful remake. That's basically what I would say.
Yeah, I talk about. So I did this with the Silent Hill 2 remake, where I talked about the key differences that I personally spotted between the original and the remake that I feel like would be important for people who I think are into Silent Hill games. So obviously the gore aspect of it, the horror aspect of it, like I feel like it was very toned down. So I thought that was important to mention. Obviously the censorship of certain scenes, I felt like that was also important. I only ever bring that shit up when it's something to compare to, because I feel like that's when it's relevant. So if you have a previous game, like an OG Silent Hill 2, and it has a scene where, Pyramid Head is railing some, female dolls or whatever, and they completely take that scene out and make it happen off screen. That's obviously censorship in a way, and you got to mention it. I think it would be bad if you didn't mention it. But you also mentioned the positives too. If there's anything they did better, or if there's anything that they kept, I said that they kept the overall creepy tone. They definitely kept the tone. The tone was there for the game. It's just the horror aspect was off. The tone was there, but the horror was off. I feel like they set up the world to be creepy and to have the horror, and they're like, you know what? We can't go too far. We got to tone it down. Let's scale this back a little bit. It felt like something was taken away in a little bit while playing that game, but
that's why I haven't played it. By the way, your in effect review of Silent Hill 2 is why I've not even bothered.
In all honesty,
it made me want to play the original. Go ahead, Sheep.
Yeah, I was about to say. In all honesty, like that's one of the reasons I can't get into like. That's another reason I should say is one of the why I can't get into like the remakes for Resident Evil and stuff like that is because the originals, the tank controls sold the horror aspect for me.
I
Right?
agree.
Like, it's like, imagine, because a lot of people, when that fight or flight kicks in, when, like, you know, a jump scare happens, you're on tank control, so good fucking luck turning around fast enough. I like that kind of shit. That's like, you know, you're actually having the scare happen, as opposed to, like, now it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, you know, backstep and shoot at the same time. It's not the same.
Yep. Or if you're playing on keyboard and mouse, you could do a fucking 180 so goddamn fast
So
and
quickly.
just run the other
let
way.
me just max my shit out real quick.
You can run the other way easily. We got Butter Biscuit for $1. I would much rather sit down and read manga, manhwa or manhua. They basically sound the same, but they're two different.
Yes.
I'm tired of giving things a chance, even when DA, Gary, G&G, and Az tell me something's good. I have no desire to go see it. To be fair, I'm in the same boat. I mean, so many people have told me in our circle and outside this circle, they've said, you know, for example, Andor, like every fucking body praised Andor, and I'm just like, I don't care, bro. I read that, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, he's not here, so I can bitch at him for it. But like, Kato with this whole Andor's good shit. Like, dude, maybe it's good in isolation, but it's not Star Wars. You can't call something with the name Star Wars on it that's not Star Wars good Star Wars. If there's no fantasy aspect to it, then it's not Star Wars. Therefore, it cannot be good Star Wars. Maybe it's a good sci-fi show, fine, but it's not fucking Star Wars.
Yeah. Did you read Abitsu?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, man. That shit's so damn good.
It is good. It's creepy as fuck.
It's really creepy, and it's got a really good twist ending. I like it.
The only thing is with Abitsu, its art is so like shonen. It's shonen.
It's
not
like
horror.
early 2000s.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's horror, the art style, but I know it's got some good moments that are pretty creepy. But you know, when I think of horror, I think of Orichi and fucking Junji Ito and all that
Radio.
stuff. Like PTSD Radio, exactly. More realistic. I feel like it hits harder.
I gotta show y'all some shit. Hold up. I'm gonna go to one of the pages.
You gotta be careful showing that shit, because there are, like, when I'm doing manga videos, there are some videos that get suppressed to nearly 0 views. If I show anything that's like partially clothed girl, or like,
no, it's not that at all.
Like horror, like if I show a guy's fucking eyeball out his socket or something, like I gotta be careful showing certain things. Obviously.
But there you go. That's not at all.
Oh no, that's not at all. Yeah, that shit is fucking creepy as hell, bro.
That's some creepy ass art right there. I like that. I like that shit.
Yeah,
that shit's good.
That book is good, especially, and again, we don't know if it's real, but especially if you know the history of the author and the fact that he quit writing that book because he was getting haunted in real life. Him and his co-workers were getting haunted in real life. That they all just stopped. They just had to stop.
The half of, like, pretty much half or a little bit over half of the third book was him explaining why he hasn't been doing the series.
And as I'm reading through that, I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe he actually put this in the book. And I'm thinking, oh, this is a really smart way for him to sell a 4th or 5th book. But then nothing else came from it. I'm like, oh, maybe it was real. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just wanted out. Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe that. He's now writing like pretty girl mangas.
I know. Like something totally fucking different.
Completely opposite.
Butter Biscuit with it too. I hate it when you streamers decide to read super chats when your entire panel's gone. Now all the jokes and comments meant for them, they won't hear. Whatever. Have a good night. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you know, the conversation has to flow. This is why we have super chat segments. I understand. If you don't want to donate anymore, that's perfectly fine. I respect that. But they definitely will hear it because they watch the playback, number one. Sometimes Cassie, for example, is in the chat right now while she's working, listening, I'm sure. I know I saw her comment. So
she's on the forklift typing right now.
But I get it. It's okay. If you don't want to donate anymore, I perfectly understand. Where are we at now? Let's see. We got War Wizard. I already read that one. Our cuz gifted 5 hypnotic membership. Shout out to our cuz. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got War Wizard with 199. We need more good manga content like this. Facts. We definitely do.
So what I just heard is we're gonna start up a Sheepno manga channel. Good. That's cool. We just talk about manga for like
telling you, I really want to like start a manga stream. I just don't know when I'll have time. I'm not lying. It's really hard to get time.
Well,
Very
if you
hard.
ever do find some time to start up a manga stream, I have no problem being a co-panelist. I got plenty of material to work with here.
Oh, I definitely, I already know of a few people that I would bring on. So it's just all about whether or not we have fucking time or not. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But in any case, all right, I think we're fully caught up. Let me just double check. We are fully caught up. Let me check Steam, make sure nobody didn't sneak anything at the last second. No, okay. All right, we're good, man. We fully caught up. Shout out to you guys for hanging out with us so damn late. Outros, man. Started with Leon. Take it away.
Yeah, well, we hit goal once again on Friday. It's like the 9th week in a row. So Sunday special stream is full on happening tomorrow. The poll is up right now on both my Discord if you're a Vital Island member and on X. Vote on whether we can do reaction videos or gaming. If we do gaming, we're probably gonna be going through Fallout 3. I'm letting the chat dictate how I play, and frankly, I kind of hate myself for allowing that to happen.
Good luck.
They've made some terrible fucking decisions. So check out the Sunday special stream tomorrow. I might have a video up. We shall see, and then countercast on Monday with Melee K and Melee James.
Oh yeah. Sheep, take it away.
I am closing in on finishing up all the commissions I currently have. But if anybody would like some art done, feel free to hit me up over on Twitter, X, at the same handle here, Sheepsidian. Also follow me on the streams here, still Sheepsidian, where I'm currently playing through Dragon Quest Builders 2 and doing all the voices for every character. Just got off of I just got out of Prison Island. It was great. Other than that, I don't have much else to promote right now. I'm still doing some fine tuning on some of the later stuff that happens in my manga series. So in the meantime, go read good manga. Fist of the North Star, right?
Good manga. That's something I need to collect. Fists of the North Star.
Oh, dude, I love these hardcovers.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
sure.
what's wrong with me.
All
right. There's an anime I've been watching. I need to get back to it. Akiba Maid War. It's like a bunch of maids are part of the mafia, basically, and so it's just like maid girls murder fucking each other.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm thinking about getting back to that tonight.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not much of an anime person though. I prefer the manga, but
see, I manga is technically better, but I'm so ADHD and spastic and love multitasking that I can't just sit and read. I want to be doing things, which is why I prefer anime.
This comment's great. I knew somebody was gonna say it.
Yeah, just got out.
I think I was the one that said it too when I was in your stream.
I was out on that bitch like Akon.
Yeah. All right, boys. We are done, man. Shout out to all you guys. You guys already know Monday through Friday, Griffcast 5 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Friday, Hypnocast 9 p.m. Eastern, and obviously every Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern we have Saturday Night Hypnosis where you can super chat or not, and hopefully you get your super chat read within prompt time. We try our best. It's not like we don't read super chats almost immediately on every other stream, but that's okay. In any case, thank you guys so much for all your insane support. I hope you had so much fun tonight. We actually had a pretty big show out, almost 1,100 concurrent, which is wild. So I have not filmed or edited a video today. I was very busy today. So that means I'm absolutely fucked considering how late we went tonight. So I'm going to go film and edit a video to get it up by 11 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. So if you guys can support that video, that would be greatly appreciated because I'm going to be up to probably 6 in the morning doing it. But that's okay. I love what I do. This fucking guy. Guilty of too much streaming, no girlfriend time. Shout out to Sub-Zero. All right, guys, we're out, man. Fantastic night. I'll rate somebody. I don't know. I'll figure it out during the outro. Go be bigots, go be gooners. You already know how it goes. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Hey, dog.
for her cat was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in her queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! That's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.